Welcome back, episode 166 of Revisited. And do we even know how to do this anymore?
It hasn't been that long.
3 weeks, I think.
There's no point in trying to remember how long it's been.
Yeah, it's not like we can check this easily. We are talking about I Hate Black Clover, and here is why. A comprehensive breakdown by Mahis TV. I can't remember the last thing we did. It probably was a My Hero thing.
I know we did a Demon Slayer, or maybe it's just on the list. Don't know. Who cares? You didn't even mention your request month.
Yeah, why would I?
Alrighty then, perfect.
It's clearly not a month anymore. So, what's the point? Description boys. Hello, comrades. I hate Black Clover with a fiery passion. There's never been a show that made me sad with how bad it is. And that has nothing to do with Asta, a rocky start, or funny art style. We are going to tackle much more serious subjects like the core concepts, plagiarism, and even the fact that the show had everything to be very good. Hope y'all find my thoughts on why I hate Black Clover interesting, or at least entertaining. Thanks for watching. You are awesome.
I don't remember where he's from, but is y'all a global thing?
Yeah.
Seems kind of weird.
Feels like a very American thing.
Yeah.
Mostly Southern cowboy thing.
No. Just seems kind of weird with such a heavy accent to write y'all. Especially the second word being comrades.
So, reread Black Clover. I love the beginning of Black Clover.
Yes. Very, very strong. Very strong.
I'd say up until the volcano, I still really love most of Black Clover. After that, it's like, okay, I love the forest, but it's like, I understand where my lack of enjoyment is coming from, and it's that I'm just not seeing enough of these characters doing the stuff they do on the downtime, just interacting with each other. Is really time to go to this place and do the thing.
But it's odd because that was the strength of it in the beginning, where we just got to sit down. It is a 3-man squad. You start off with Fire Dude, and then Luck, and then and you get these people, you get their abilities, you get what they're about. And I'm reading, I'm like, this is almost the perfect pacing for me.
Yes.
Especially when coming off of something like in Chainsaw Man, which is foot on the pedal. This is just sitting there, and then they get their accommodations, and then they go into there, and they get there with Noel's family, and then we got the Noel's family stuff, and then more people come in there.
And the mixer just plopped in the middle, and I love the mixer chapter.
So we get to see Noel's family, their dynamic, how strong they are. We get to see the captain. We get all these things just sort of built upon each other, and by the time we get to the underground stuff, we got a good feeling about how strong the captains are, how strong the third eye are, how strong the knights. It's like, okay, great.
And it makes sense. You see the structure of your second knight lower class is like, we see the level of that type of person, and we see the level of the people above them that are in the same second class thing, but you're lower on there. We see what the hired people look like. And it's very antithetical to something like Demon Slayer, where they plop, hey, you've become an 8th, blah, blah, blah. And it matters not from where you were when you were a 12th or a Hashira stuff. You're either a Hashira or you're not essentially in that world. There are classifications here, and you see the strength disparity of those classifications. Yeah, it was really good stuff. I'm very interested to see
plagiarism, Naruto, demon.
Lack of originality means, and I mean this with my entire heart, less than 0 to me. You can show me 5 basketball things, and I'm gonna go, basketball 3 was good.
And it's funny because there was just recently a tweet I saw where people were talking about how Black Clover was a ripoff of Naruto. Mm-hmm. And then this dude was just like, okay, you want to talk about how Black Clover was a ripoff of Naruto? What about all the stuff that Naruto took from other things? Mm-hmm. And then he showed a tweet of somebody going, no, that's an inspiration. It's like, okay, so it's a ripoff here, but it's an inspiration here.
Yeah, that's
you see goofy. How that works when it's Yosh?
Yeah, that's goofy.
Everything takes from everything. We keep saying this whole plagiarism inspire means nothing, because at the end of the day, there's always going to be something on the top of the mountain that somebody took from something, and then somebody took from something and moved. And because you have a demon inside of you or you don't. Mm-hmm. Once you have a demon inside of you, you're automatically like, oh, okay, Naruto. It's just... People, we haven't even heard the argument. Yeah, but it's just, people will just, like Triggered, will just go, demon inside, Naruto.
Yes. Guy that seemed like he's a screw up, main character that seems like he's a screw up, but actually is super awesome, Naruto. And so on and so forth. But let's hear the actual arguments of Mahis TV and get into this.
I hate Black Clover with a fiery passion. There's never been a show that made me not angry, sad with how bad it is, and believe it or not, it has nothing to do with Asta speaking in caps lock, a rocky start, or 50 shades of everyone's face. I'm talking about the fundamental systems, stolen ideas, entire scene sequences that can be thrown away without affecting the result. Hell,
oh, you can't throw away the cave!
Yeah, you can't.
Go see the number.
We don't know if that's what they're talking about.
Ideas, entire scene sequences that can be thrown away without affecting the result. Hell, go see the number one reason why before you click off. I'll even give you the timestamps to make it easy. Hello, comrade. My name is Mahis. Come, get yourself a beverage and sit down with me. We got a long-awaited explanation and coming.
Hey, he's a 5-star man.
At the stage and tell you about my experience with this show. First time I watched it, I barely made it to episode 6 and stopped there. But then I thought to myself, it's a shonen, a big shonen, and I gave Black Clover a very fair second chance.
Pause. 50 episodes. Why did you stop those 6 episodes? Why did you come back? What was it about those 6 episodes where you were just like, nah.
Can we speed this up just a smidge?
Well, he talks pretty slow.
Just a smidge for y'all.
Episode 50 of Black Clover. Is that all that he watched?
Oh, I read way too much.
Press play.
50 episodes. That's 5 arcs, which is about 13 hours if you trim all the 50 episodes. That's 5 arcs.
Yeah, it is the end of the cave arc.
I went so far. Cave arc is still one of the best arcs of Black Clover.
The flat end of they walk away with the cave arc. Yep, that's it.
Arcs, which is about 13 hours if you
Who said it was 100 episodes?
Yeah, somebody did. Me? I just default to blaming me.
All the openings / recaps. And in case you were thinking I just skimmed through it, no, I was paying attention and tried to get invested into the story, the world, the characters. I did to a degree. Yeah, Asta was annoying, but he is good people. Sure, the plot is a bit generic, but he is good people. The magic system seems a bit cheesy, but you guessed it, it's still good people. However, very quickly, I've noticed that I'm being lied to. Something doesn't quite compute here. Take Luck, for example. He was introduced as this energetic dude, always ready to throw down, who had the nickname Smiling Battle Maniac for reasons of loving to go solo and winning fights. Well, about that, not only did he flop the very first battle we saw him in, he hasn't done anything significant in the next several fights, with the exception of one fish priest who he defeated off fucking screen. Come on, man.
I feel like we got some of his past in this arc.
We definitely did, number 1. And number 2, he beat a whole bunch of weak people, and then the strong guy came. He was like, oh, finally a strong guy. But we definitely got his past, because his mom was just like, why are you always smiling?
Yes, and the creepy.
And then later when he beat the Magic Knight, and they were just like, no commoners ever beaten the Magic Knight. She goes, "That's great. I'm happy for you. Keep winning.
Strength
Keep
is
fighting."
what receives the love of my mother.
If you hype up a character like that, the least you can do is show a decisive W for once. Against Lotus, Asta did all the heavy lifting. The other priest was given a dose of despair.
That is a very difficult fight. Can't win them all. Again, he fought.
Especially since this is one of the strongest of the Midnight Sun people.
And here it's against Veto. This wasn't about him winning. It was about him getting up and fighting and just showing that grit.
And he's a battle-loving dude, but it's not like people went, this is the strongest mother in the world.
Because even if he is, I'm winning every fight, he's still in the Black Bulls.
And not only is he still in the Black Bulls, he's not a vice captain, he's not a captain, he's not at a level of other knights. Like, who amongst the captains or most of the vice captains could he not beat? Or could not beat him? Real would have ran through that boy.
And the grumpy orange Hank himself suffered no damage at all from Lux and Magna's duel. Where is this smiling battle maniac? I heard
he is a battle maniac. He's just not he's not and I'm soloing. I'm doing 100 battles and I'm winning 100 of them.
He loves to fight. He's smiling all the time. Smiling maniac for battle.
Yeah.
I feel like you really misinterpreted what his deal is. You thought of it like, because of a name like that, he must be the second strongest Black Bull under the captain, as opposed to this is a nickname because he likes to fight and he's always smiling.
So much about. In approximately the same area as a bunch of scenes that are redundant or have no impact whatsoever.
Like?
We all know of the legend of the first Wizard King. That's fine. What if we imbeciles forget about that irrelevant piece of lore and can't put it together when something new is revealed? I mean, two things. Constant reinforcement of character archetypes or plot points and entire sequences that mean nothing. I hate when I'm treated like a 4-year-old.
Yeah, I mean, didn't pretend to
he was absolutely stuck.
He was stuck!
And then he said, I figured something out because I was stuck. And that was the dimensional slash.
My people are in trouble. I figured some out. The surpass the limits thing he's constantly preaching. He surpassed his limits and did a thing. And it wasn't a pretending to be stuck. Yeah. He was stuck.
Who has to be reminded that Noelle is royalty every other sentence she speaks, that RMC...
That's because she's a hoity-toity person going, I am royalty, how dare you speak to me? In the mixer, she's like, shut up, insect! I'm not gonna go get your drink, you're beneath me!
And it's also an insecurity thing, where she's just constantly bigging herself up, but we know that she really doesn't mean that, because she's so insecure about her actual status.
He wants to marry Sister Lily, or that you all need some despair, hate, whatever sentence she speaks, that RMC wants to marry Sister Lily, or...
I of the 100-something chapters I've read, I think he's mentioned this 7 times. Maybe in the anime, it's regurgitated quite a bit.
Or that you all need some despair, hate, whatever in your life. Seriously.
But they're the embodiment of those things.
Yes.
So
it's like watching Full Metal Alchemist and like they're the 7 deadly sins. Oh, he's speaking of gluttony. Well, he is gluttony. What do you want?
He's fighting like, okay, yeah, you guys can try and struggle, but that's just gonna make your despair even greater. So do that.
Was to take a half shot every time I hear a character mentioning their gimmick, I'd be fucking dead, and that's coming from a Russian. No one in the target audience, 10+ usually, needs to be reminded this much as it flattens the character.
Didn't you just say about the first Wizard King that you would have a hard time connecting that information to other things? Maybe some people do need this regurgitated, especially when you're introducing 7 to 8 characters plop down when you first see them, the Black Bull. You're seeing like 5-6 people. Hey, maybe I don't remember Magna's thing is fire, Maybe I don't know or remember who Luck is. Maybe I need to be told these things. Charmy likes to eat. Hey, what's her magic? Would you know? Would you think it's something food related if you are not told sometime? It happens. Yu Yu Hakusho constantly went, hey, this guy just said his move, but I'm gonna pause the screen so you can see the move under him. It's just a choice.
To the point where they just associate with one single word and seem to have nothing else going on.
You did not watch enough for Charmy.
And this, I wish a proper video maker who's trying to prove a point like he should be doing would go, I'm going to pick an episode. Let's say episode 3. I'm going to put a timestamp for every time that Noelle or somebody else mentions that she's royalty. Look, this happens 9 times in a 20-minute episode. Isn't that a bit too much reinforcement? Or something like that.
I wouldn't even say it for that, because it may have been the first episode she's introduced.
Yeah, maybe something a little bit later.
Same thing with a lot of scenes in the show where people either do nothing and watch things happen, or their actions
there was a lot of things going on during that time. There was a lot of different zombies fighting a lot, attacking people, and they were struggling about the people first and foremost, as opposed to somebody who can defend themselves.
And you're showing one person, and it's not even the captain, and you said a lot of captains watch this happen.
And this is like the 4th time that he's done that. It just put something on the screen and moved the on.
Have no impact on the outcome of the situation.
What? Sorry?
They do nothing and watch things happen, or their actions have no impact on the outcome of the situation. Let's look at the Despair guy, since I've mentioned him. Who won that fight? Black Bulls, obviously. But who really contributed to Vedo's defeat? Here's the breakdown of the fight. Mr. Smiles engages Luck and Magna. They pretend to have a main character moment, but fail miserably, after which Asta comes in to save the day as usual. Backed by his new dancing buddy, they try to show the villain some moves, only to be dicked on too and needing to be saved by another duo, Kahano and Noelle. You'd think that something will change, but no, their cheeks are clapped just as hard, if not harder than the others. Granted, Her Royal Majesty also attempted the fabled main character moment and at least got this boss to its 2nd phase, so props to her, I guess. Next, Asta realized...
Is he complaining that a super strong character was not taken out by essentially mooks from what we know?
It is people trying their best to go up against this super strong dude, failing, and then they're going, okay, we should combine our efforts in order to win. We got these 2 people that we've seen in Magnus and Luck. We've seen their abilities. We know how strong they are. They both try, they both fail. And now they've both jobbed to this dude. And it's the wrestling thing of, oh, you got to beat Kane. We know how strong Kane is. So then once this dude beats Kane, we know that he's at least above the level of Kane. So these 2 people combining their efforts, not touching this dude, oh, this guy is on another level. So now we have that established. Asta comes in with his magic, with his anti-magic. We know how strong that is. Doesn't work. It's just an escalating thing to the point where it's just like, okay, we've got Asta, who has no magic, and we got these 2 support people doing their best just to try to trick this dude. It's not about strength. We need to trick this dude and just overwhelm him. It's so good.
So motherfucking good, y'all.
Is that too many people have tried to claim his role in the show and jumps in to protect his teammate moments after laying motionless on the floor. He delivers a motivational speech inspiring his allies, so another duo jumps into the fray. Blah blah blah, 3 more people, they distract, the show remembers that Asta is wielding a fucking sword, not a club, and with a bit of early celebration, a true main character has a moment, followed by Vedo's quick defeat. But it's not over, since he's about to yell Licht is great and turn the Seabed Temple into just Seabed. So Yami, who was previously stuck with no way out, pushes past his limits and saves the day, this time for good. What the fuck? You mean to tell me that he had it in him this whole time? This show just basically took all the stakes it had set up.
Hey, this is very Shonen-esque, where you will go, this character is basically down for the count. Except something happens that allows them to push forward and take out the bad, hold their own against the bad. It's sure they had it in them all along, but it's the emotion that unlocks that thing, and it's the danger that his Black Bull brethren and sister are in that makes him go, nah, I've got to do something here because they cannot handle this situation.
He was stuck in a dimension. He didn't know how to slash through the dimension. He learned how to do it, and that helped in this fight. There's the sequence of events that happened here.
Up and threw them out the window, upsetting not only Guga, but me too. Okay. In order to go plus ultra...
And you say that the stakes are gone, but we've already seen some 6 people fall to this dude.
Yeah. It took super magic in order to heal somebody's leg and throat.
You're required to feel some type of way, so they all needed to lose in order for the captain to go beyond. Yet that would have been the same if they all just dropped without all this extracurricular action. If I somehow...
Okay, yeah, just get to the end. So just have him walk up and just go on. At this point, he's just like, okay, so the fight with the ice dude. Okay, why are they fighting? Why not just have him slash and just get to the end? That's one of my favorite characters from that movie. But what are we talking about? Just getting rid of the things that don't matter? Because if you're talking about that, nothing matters but the beginning of the fight, the stakes, and then the end of the fight.
Yeah, at that point, why not do a slideshow? Go, hey, this is the beginning of the fight. It's time to start. Do a black screen with the text of the stakes, and then show the aftermath at that point. Who cares? You're not... See, he said he gave Black Clover a very fair chance in watching 50 episodes. But what was your emotional state or your critical state of watching those episodes? Because even if you watch 50 episodes and you're paying attention to it, if you're going,
yeah, let's get to the end. Okay, the main, because he kept bringing up the fact that Asa's the main character, and people trying to steal his main character slot. So was he in his mind just going, okay, main character's gonna win, and then the other dude wins? It's like, okay, let's just get to the part where not the main character wins, but this other dude wins. It's like, well, wouldn't you're in your mind like the main character is winning, not this other dude coming in and beating this guy?
It's doing something for your partner, taking them to an event that you don't give a about, but you know they care about, and you want to share in their moment. So you're sitting there watching like, this means nothing to me, but you can walk out and go, I was at that place and watched the entire event. Okay, good for you, but what did you care about the event? I don't care if you watch 50 episodes if you're not invested in the beginning, which I have to assume you're not if you're dropping it after 6 episodes and going, I don't care.
If the only criticism that you have about this is, well, they should just cut to the end because that's all that matters, them struggling to fight this dude and all failing and trying their best, but going up because this dude, they say that this guy is on a captain's level, captain's level. So you see these people going, okay, so with teamwork and ingenuity, they can be a high captain level person. He would have been out and about if he wasn't like, all right, I'm gonna just blow myself up. He would have been done so. So they beat that guy. That's what we got. And then that leads to the accommodation. The accommodation with the further stars was earlier. But yeah, no, it's I see nothing wrong with it because it's like, okay, we don't get to see anything that anybody's doing other than Yami. It's so dumb.
Going through some mental gymnastics that would make Inosuke proud can't justify everyone's involvement. Lux and Magna's section, which is about 13 minutes of screen time, can be just cut from the show without any losses at all. It won't affect the fight whatsoever.
Wasn't Asta really mad because of what happened? Like, the Black Bulls got mad seeing Luck and Magna on the ground. I guess you could just go, oh, cut to the end. He walks up and they're on the ground. But there's character moments. That's the thing. You said earlier you were trying to get into these characters. But if you don't care about the characters, of course you're not going to care for the character moments. Not the main character moments, but the character moments where it's like, hey, you're my best friend. Let's do this. We're going to rock this out together. I was a sad boy that ain't getting no love because I was smiling too much. All this extra, you're just going, yeah.
This is 13 minutes that we could have spent elsewhere.
Maybe that was the point, to show that this is indeed a mighty foe that will push our squad to the limit, but we already know that. This guy was posing a challenge even for captains in the last arc, so all it did was further prove that these two aren't shit in the grand scheme of things, and that—
yeah, they're not captain level, wow!
Them combined are not captain level. What do? They just go in and start punching and kicking, as opposed to we got somebody with strategy, and they managed to defeat them.
the victory is achieved by some ass-pull bullshit. Yes, the whole power system is—
No, victory was achieved through the Black Bulls there. Everyone didn't die because Yami did his thing, but the Black Bulls won the fight. Mans was suicide bombing.
built on plot convenient power-ups, and the main reason for why I dislike it, it invalidates hard work and training as a whole. You can say, Mahis, you dimwit, if Noelle didn't practice her waterbending, she would have never unlocked this spell in her book. Let me draw a parallel that even people from Freedom Land can understand.
Hey, even if you find it bullshit, they offer an explanation where you will find things that will unlock abilities, or if you're at a heightened emotional state, you can unlock some things.
You have in your book the spells that you can learn. That's why people are bigger. That's why people are smaller. That's why people have less pages, because that's their ability to learn magic. Once you unlock that within yourself or an external thing, it will unlock.
Understand. If you're experienced with AR-15 and suddenly need to go against an armored target, AP rounds don't magically appear in your magazine regardless of how dire the situation is. You need to bring them to use them.
Yes, they brought the book and it unlocked.
It's within them. Noelle is not busting lightning the techniques out.
What characters in Black Clover do is carry a bunch of locked spells in their grimoire that need to be purchased with their desire to persevere when the plot demands it, like a bunch of DLCs, which, on the side note, is even worse, because if you roll the grimoire with only one page, no amount of character development will help you. Look at some—
because you suck! That is your level of magical ability! Yeah. It's not the grimoire, it's what's within you!
With only one page, no amount of character development will help you. Look at some other shonens. Sure, they do have moments like that, cause it's cool for fuck's sake. But Naruto had to grind like a motherfucker to get Rasengan and to upgrade it into Rasen Shuriken. Not only did it not work the first time, he had to spend even more time making it safe to use. Here, some ungodly time—
Pause, wait a second. No. That was the Sage Mode training. I don't think he really trained for the Rasen Shuriken after that. Because it fizzled that one moment, and then the next time he used it, it worked against Kakuzu. And then I think the next time we see it, he's just chucking it.
But Naruto's Rasengan training is amongst the best training
legitimately
in all of Shonen. You use some typical bullshit.
Power, perfect for the occasion, the user, and the exact location of the event, yeah, no problem.
The Sea Dragon's Roar was not the perfect application for the situation because it didn't work. Where was Luck and Magna's power up? Didn't happen.
We already know that the deities choose the users, and it chose Yuno.
String and teleportation. Neither of them gained anything in that fight.
The downside to it: how am I supposed to feel any danger for our squad if at any point somebody can discover a spell that will save the day?
Pause, you say how do we feel dangers as her chest is caved open
and she's bleeding from the mouth?
Like that! What is she gonna do there? She was healed by somebody else who did not unlock an ability and was still just like, oh, I hope this works.
You're basically going, the main characters are likely not gonna die, so how can anyone get invested in any fight? Like, if you want to be super pedantic about things, you can look at anything and go, yeah, sure, there's a hole in their chest, But what's gonna happen that's gonna save this character? Let's just get to that thing.
And the criticism for this is here, but it's not here.
Yami, my favorite character in the show, was quite unsure of how to deal with Patoli's AoE attack just a dozen episodes ago, and now he can suddenly slash dimensions in half several times in a row with very little effort. There is simply no satisfaction.
What happened there? Dude was just like, you cannot leave here. He tried, he failed. He sees that his team is in danger. He unlocks an ability.
Yeah, how many shonens have you watched where you brought up Naruto? Sasuke unlocking like level 2 of the curse mark in his fight against Naruto the first time. The Sharingan, all this stuff. How many things went to a next level in that fight, which is just, hey, I'm just gonna do the thing because it calls for it now. You can't be doing this. Now, if you want to levy this criticism, that's totally fine.
Like I said, the criticism is there.
I don't find it worthwhile to ascribe something like this to Black Clover that happens in practically every shonen. I would rather you talk about the issues that are inherent in Black Clover. In Black Clover, than things that are just kind of happening in the shonen genre. Because if you want to criticize the entirety of the shonen genre and go and Black Clover is a perfect showcase of the issues of the, I am totally cool with that. But to go, Black Clover's issues are that people just unlock things.
Especially when he went, yeah, other things do it, but it's cool there.
Like, what are we doing out here? It's just that you don't like this series.
And it's only half the problem, because to my knowledge, Asta hasn't lost a single fight. Like, legit. Every time there is some assistance pushing past his limits or...
You just said that Yami won that fight against that dude.
They would have died if not for Yami. Right?
So how is that not a loss in your mind?
Flat out divine intervention. Think about it. This newbie schmuck who just joined the ranks and went on a single...
Dude, he has legitimately the perfect counter to any magic in the world.
Plus, they go, this dude is moving super fast. Oh, he's not enhancing himself with magic at all. That's him training to get to this level. Like a Wizard King was just like, whoa, this sword is heavy.
How do you not grasp that magic is inherent in everything in Black Clover? Everybody uses magic, and this kid has anti-magic, which takes away your magic. No matter how strong, no matter how fierce, no matter how cool, it takes it away. It nullifies it. It makes it null.
It bounces it back. You can cut it in half.
So yes, this schmuck with the counter for every magic in the world is doing pretty good things.
But again, once he goes up against the third eye, he needs the help of two other super support people with essentially just going, use my body as a puppet and I'm a swing.
Because he would have died. Because Vanessa wasn't there.
He tried.
Quest, who is wielding some weird sword that goes bonk and who has no experience nor knowledge about how to traverse hostile magical terrain, is sent to investigate a new dungeon on a border of an enemy kingdom.
Because he has anti-magic. They don't know any potential pitfalls, any potential enemies, anything that's going on in this region. So you can't counter it by going, oh, we're going to this place and there's likely gonna be earth people, so let's send our wind mages. It's, hey, it doesn't matter. Send the anti-magic kid, and if there's some bush we don't know nothing about, he's gonna anti-magic it. He's the perfect fit.
He goes with
a skeleton key.
Two other people each time. He's not going by himself, and he's struggling each and every time, and he's getting help each and every time.
I'm sure Julius knows what he's doing, but on top of all this, Asta was the literal key to the magic door that held a huge upgrade for Yuno and the second out of 3 anti-magic swords that was located behind a damn wall. Again, I have nothing against the at the right place at the right time trope, since it's a good way to set up.
Wasn't it just that he hit the wall with his sword?
Yes, literally. They were like, we don't know how to.
Key. It's not like it's like, oh, my bloodline now unlocks this.
It was, hey, we don't know how to get through this.
Oh, it's a magic door?
Never mind. Bonk it, Asta. Oh, yeah, right. Cool.
Interesting plot points and character progression, but when the whole show is based on that, it defeats the purpose of said progression.
If everything is progression, nothing is. It's too much progression. He's literally going, there's too much progression. Like, do y'all get what? I've never heard a complaint lobby that there's simply too much progression. Like, going, there's too much character development.
And again, in 50 episodes, it's like there's this captain level dude that Asta can't beat. So even if there is so much progression, he's not captain level yet. It's likely there's a code or something somewhere. You can do it. Think for eyes. Shut up. It looks like this door is made of magic. So just cut it, Asta. And then he cuts it.
A perfect counter. What was their plan if Asta wasn't there to get through that door? Because apparently whoever else has went in there before could not get through the door.
How would you feel if Ichigo just randomly popped his Bankai in the middle of the battle without any prior training?
Hey, he popped the second hollow form without training.
Yeah, that hollow form was just in him, and it popped in the Byakuya fight. Ukiura fight. In My Hero, you didn't get far enough because he's popping them black whips and floats in the middle of battle, isn't he?
He popped one for all, 1,000,000% against Muscle. Like, what are we talking about here?
But he would have lost their mind, because even the 3-day express course was already pushing the Aspel boundaries. Give me something specific to look for so there can be a satisfying payoff when it happens. Look at what Demon Slayer did recently. Tanjiro was in a pinch, couldn't perform his usual routine, and decided to give thunder breathing a shot. It's a totally awesome concept, where you can think of it as a natural progression of Slayer's training. Master one style, then
that's not what happened at all! It's a natural progression? So this dude who's down and out, who's only been doing this for 2 years, who said that water breathing is not to his style, who's not even sun breathing yet, is busting out these lightning techniques where Hashira, who's been doing these for years and years and years, aren't doing this? He's not mastered water breathing because he's not made a new form like the other water breather. So the other water breather isn't doing other things, but Tanjiro, he somehow mastered it and can spec it to other things? Well, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense, does it? Oh, but it's fine here.
This is unbelievable.
That's bonkers.
This invalidates so much of this video. If he's clapping for what's happening in Demon Slayer,
having never done it, having only been told one time,
with a busted leg,
and he can do it perfectly with a busted leg. It's like, and then he does it, and it works. And twice.
Hey, I saw my dad dance once. Let me do that. And it unlocks sun breathing. Seeing Nezuko, they're like, hey, please save Tanjiro. And she unlocks her blood art.
Tied up, tired, hurt, broken sword, still cutting him in strings. Just because he saw his daddy hit that once. More than once. Shut up.
I can't.
Yeah, no.
That's such an infuriating argument, and it really speaks to who Mahis is as an individual, because it's clear he likes Demon Slayer. It's clear he doesn't like Black Clover. So the exact same types of things happening in both series, one is excusable, natural progression, and one is inexcusable, ass pulls.
And Uncle Iroh the rest. Yet, with no prior build-up or any indication that it's something commonly done, it came out as another Tanjiro Merisu moment and viewers were rightfully pissed about it.
Yes.
Speaking of Marisu, I've already mentioned Asta not losing a single fight, but did you notice that he is literally of Marisu? I've already mentioned Asta.
This doesn't count since villains use the power of friend. Oh, so he took an L, but it doesn't count.
So this doesn't count, and then you also forgot the licked fight that he lost. All right, moving on. We're just invalidating this because they use the power of friendship. We just invalidate whatever we want whenever we want, just to make our point. Cool. Instead of re-recording this, we'll just put, hey, I'm wrong here, but I'm also right because of this thing that I've arbitrarily put onto this fight that makes me right.
How many main characters have lost within the first 5 arcs of their series?
Yusuke died to that. He lost to that muff in car.
Like, I couldn't tell you. So you're going, Asta hasn't lost in the 5 arcs I've seen. So this is clearly a problem.
Except for the times that he did lose.
Except when this happened, but no.
Except for the little second to last episode where he would have died if not for Yami coming. Except for the fact that he lost to the despair dude, and then had to be saved, and then had to be puppeted.
And if he would have went 2 more arcs, he would have lost the Jewel fight when they're selecting the Magic Knights.
Single fight, but did you notice that he is literally a plug for every hole? Anywhere he goes, he's a perfect solution for whatever problem.
Yes, because he's anti-magic.
Yes, in a world that uses magic.
For everything, this guy nullifies it. Why wouldn't he be the perfect solution if you're doing a magic thing to throw it and go, now your magic thing is gone? I don't... Have you noticed that the anti-magic guy can stop magic and that's perfect for almost everything? Wow, no I didn't! But hey, when characters are flying, he can't really do it until he gets his unlocked form or he has a bunch of help. Hey, if people put up just an actual wall, he probably can't do much about it, huh?
Granted, his power is quite unique, and in the world where everything is magical in some capacity,
Yes.
it makes sense that an ability to cancel it would be rather useful.
Yes.
However, do we really need him to have an answer for every single struggle?
And again,
What?
It's not just him rocking up and one-shotting people.
It's Asta, I'm here, bonk.
Done.
Because even in the cave fight, he lost like twice. He's on the ground like twice before they pull it out.
He stopped Noel's attempt to flood the area, avenged Magna's friend, did all the dungeon things we discussed, bonked the memory-altering magic out of the captives, did the same to the poor kids, accidentally unsealed Patoli's magic stash, penetrated the water barrier, the list goes on.
Yes, the anti-magic guy went through the magic things.
Yeah.
Yes, that's exactly what happened, Mahis.
Episode 1, Naruto, Forbidden Technique. Something literally, to this day, nobody else has used in the series. Nobody's using that many clones. Goku, in the beginning of pre-50 episodes, one month knows the Kamehameha, and then he busts it out the first time that he sees it. I'm not going, oh, this is everything. It's like, muff,
It's everything. I mean, even Full Cowling was, like the egg. And that was it. It is not like he went, all right, I need to work on. It was, hey, no, this technique works better than putting 100% into my arms and legs. Put 8% into everything. Dunzo. He went, I got this idea and did the idea.
And it seems like the only people who ever do something important are Asta, Yuno, and those captain level or above.
He's only alive because of the muff in string and teleportation. Mm-hmm. They would have died there if not for them.
They would not have rescued the kidnapped kids if not for the mirror technique. because they were cooked in that cave until he came back and he did the big eye and made Asta a bunch of things.
There was that ice dude who was about to target the people there, and then Noel did the shield. Asta could not defend them.
If somebody wasn't there 80% of the time, Asta would lose or people would die.
Point of developing all these characters, quite decently I may add, so that they help during some encounters. I always felt like none of the good guys are moving the plot forward, except for the MC, of course.
Do characters need to move the plot forward, or can they be characters existing within the plot to assist when issues arise within the plot?
What is Asta doing to move the plot forward? He's being sent on missions and then he's fighting people. They have a whole captain's meetings where they're just like, all right, there's a traitor. Some is going on. Asta's not there.
He moved the plot forward because he took off the memory thing.
Sure.
But with the Eye of the Midnight Sun, I can't... That's more Julius, Vengeance, and Yami.
Yet, at the same time, nobody's acknowledging how abnormal this guy is, nor trying to investigate his abilities.
No, they constantly talk about how abnormal he is. They go, oh, you have 0 magic?
Can't believe that. Never seen it in my life. Not low magic, no magic.
And Julius is constantly like, let me see your sword and stuff. What can you do? What
you just showed the scene where he goes, let me try out your sword.
Oh, it's heavy and it's sapping my muff in magic.
And yeah, that's the thing. He goes, I'm lifting it and it's sucking my magic away. It doesn't matter for Asta because he has 0 magic. But anyone else is getting their magic sucked up by the sword. What more is there to investigate?
And he rocks up and just go, yeah, we entered that big old tomb and I found another sword. It's like, okay, so these swords are in the wild. What are you investigating on a sword?
Dude has a 5-leaf Clover grimoire. Something has never happened from what these people understand, and he wields anti-magic while being magicless himself. What the fuck are you all doing? There is a literal miracle walking around, and not even the dude who examined his floating book does anything about it. Oh,
what do you do about it?
Do you take his blood?
Yeah. Do you study his book to see what? Nothing? He would have to establish that this is the way that they would check people's grimoires to see how much magical potential they have, how many books how many pages can be filled in with what's your ceiling, blah, blah, blah. And then study Asta and come to the conclusion that he has no magical abilities. And what's there to what conclusion can you come from that you're not seeing with your own eyes? He ain't got no magic. He's using magic swords to take away magic. Where does this sword come from? Let me see the sword. It don't have Muff and Frank's sword scribbled on this, like, oh, I made this in Swords Village in the East. I made this in 03. Like, Muff, and there's nothing here at the sword.
There's no markings. Like, even when he grabs it, they're like, that's the Elf King's motherfucking sword. And they're like, they don't know shit about these elf people. So why would they?
Let people in the capital look at it. Are you shitting me? That's akin to Einstein holding an antimatter container and passing it to someone else because he has no idea what it is.
What do you want them to replicate that and make magic bullets or not anti-magic shit? What is the conclusion that you're trying to reach with this?
What could they unlock from a group? Because if that's the case, why aren't there magic tools that just do a lot of the stuff Yuno is doing? The wind stuff. Why isn't there just a sword that's just, all fire abilities from the house of the Galleonas? It's in this sword or something. It can't. You can't. How do you even contain anti-magic into a thing?
you would have to study it with magic, thus canceling out once you try to study it.
It won't happen. Every scholar worth their salt would line up just to get a chance to see a 5-leaf clover. How come Sally is the only one to do so? Sure, maybe they don't see the clover itself because it's so dirty, but anti-magic? In a world where everything is all about magic, you definitely want to investigate such a phenomenon.
And Julian did want to investigate it, and he did, and he came to the conclusion that basically it's only Asta that can use it because he has 0 magic.
And Sally's just like, all right, I want to cut you open and see what's going on in there.
Yeah, what's in your brain, fam? Let me get a little taste of that.
We've not seen anybody who can like scan magical abilities or nothing like that. No support person that's just like big scan and see what's going on.
There's a person that can perfectly replicate people's magic, and he couldn't replicate the anti-magic. Now, granted, this is after what he did.
And I'm only talking about those 50.
But it shows that it's not easy to just go, here's anti-magic, let's incorporate it over here.
About that, we see people using mana left, right, and center, but as soon as something happens, only the magic knights are taking part in the action. Where are the regular guards with at least
Hey! There's a crime happening! Why isn't anybody doing all the things to stop it? Why are they waiting for the police? There's a hostage situation! Why is someone just tackling the criminals inside instead of waiting for the police?
fireball or something? Or you mean to tell me that if you can light up a stove, you can't do that to a zombie? Seriously, during the assault of the royal capital, the city where magic is everything, people weren't even trying to use magic when shit hit the fan. I'm not expecting them to solo all the villains, but
because the people who are strong enough are gonna be in the magical knights, as opposed to just this kid lighting a fire and for a pot.
And I even think so we had the dude in the ice thing who went, hey, I wanted to be in the Magic Knights, but I couldn't be, and he got done up.
If some peasant kids can do this, the adults should
It
be
is
able
a
to
small fire! Oh, they can do this! It is. So if you got that small fire and there's these zombies coming up, you just go, hi.
And who's to say adults can do anything more than a small fire? Maybe the guy can only heat up some in ham, and that's the extent of his ability. Now, I understand the larger issue of, hey, we didn't see regular people trying. I understand it. It is what it is.
slow down, barricade, or otherwise impair these shambling sacks of necromancy. Does the show forget its own rules? This ain't fairy tale, everyone is able to use magic. Piss off enough people and the sheer quantity of spells you'll have to deal with will be quite troublesome.
Hey, who were those people that fired off that spell?
And don't give me this crap about they're scared, they're not prepared, and so on. These are superhumans who have tools at the tip of their fingers that—
I'm sorry, he's hoeing a garden, and you're like, why aren't you fighting zombies?
Because if he was strong enough, wouldn't he be able to just levitate the earth itself as opposed to just this 8-pound piece of wood and metal?
we can only dream of, which
I mean, and again, this is something that happens frequently in other things. Like, where are all the people in Naruto when the village is getting attacked? You're seeing the strong people.
There are 3 Jonin in all of Konoha.
they have used their entire life. So,
Dude, he made it rain!
He had a little bit of water.
instead of fight or flight response, they will have—
But wait! If we do see those people trying and failing, why do we need to see that? Why can't we just get to them being saved? That's just 2 minutes that's being caught up for things that don't matter. What happened to that argument?
It doesn't apply here. Because now I want to talk about this thing.
magic fight or magic flight, which is rather interesting because I don't see anyone using magic to escape either. Again,
It has been established they need brooms. did you see a broom in anybody's hand?
And the people that you showed was a tiny piece of fire, a little bit of water making it rain, and somebody levitating a small hole.
Something just doesn't
That
add
seems
up.
to be the magical ability of the rank and file person who's not in the Magical Knights. Because how do we see people growing their abilities through struggle and strife? How do you do that? Through constant battle. Where would you be doing that? Within the Magical Knights. If you're not in the Magical Knights, you're not growing. So you're just going to be remaining at that little hole level.
Everybody.
Not like that.
Yeah.
You dumb hole. Cook something, magic cook.
You suck in more ways than one. It's basically going, this is a strong man. This is a town of strong men where the strongest strong men are here. Not even strong men. This is a town with a bunch of strong men. So when it comes to lifting something, why can't a regular person lift the way a strong man can? If there's a log in a row, why is it one person lifting that log instead of the strong man? Well, they all have strength, but they're not to the same strength. And again, I do understand. And I can even somewhat agree with what he's saying. The argument is there. He's presenting it poorly.
Now, it's time to quickly mention the production value of the anime.
Ooh,
Manga is fine,
animation,
I've
big
read it a bit,
ups.
and this section barely applies to it. Nevertheless, visuals are an essential part of viewing experience.
He read and watched it?
Yeah, this animation point is large.
Did you read it and then watch it, or did you watch it, then read it, or did you go back and forth?
And we can't completely ignore them. In the beginning, I've said that I will not talk about characters sometimes being drawn like they belong in Mob Psycho, so I won't. Instead, we shall tackle this show's animation as a whole. It's a clusterfuck. I'm sorry if you're saying that this anime is drawn well, you need to check your eyes. I'm seriously concerned about their health.
I don't think that's
proportions being almost nothing to me.
Now, if you are somebody who values animation,
yes,
I can see this as why you would hate Black Clover.
But I can't imagine it being enough for either the largest or second largest point.
But wouldn't you really more hate the studio and the game of animation more so than Black Clover itself? Because if you don't like the animation, read the manga. If you don't like the story, the manga will have that same story. But if you don't like the animation, the manga will not have that animation. So your negative can be assuaged, or the negative can be circumvented by going over to the manga.
But there are people that aren't gonna be
like I
sure.
Said, like I said, if you value your animation, I can see why it would be a negative.
I don't think 5 minutes is worth talking
I
about.
also do not think 5 minutes.
It's borderline impressive how inconsistent and ugly this show looks.
But you can say that about every anime, really. Every like long running shonen anime. You got those episodes of Naruto where it looks ugly. It is what it is. You got those super like the pain stuff where it's super fluid, but it's also very stretchy, and people don't really like that when their faces are encompassing in 8 feet long. But that's not the entirety of the animation. So
there's gonna be some very wonky looking things.
It's different studios doing these things. There's things where people put side by side, episode by episode Dragon Ball, where they're completely different studios make it in completely different ways that they're being drawn. It's the game of animation. It's unfortunate, but
you could say, hey, the inconsistencies are really taking me out of this. There's quite a few of them. It's more noticeable than in other anime because it happens so frequently. That's basically all that needs to be said, as opposed to the larger point of 5 minutes worth of going, the animation though.
And don't you put your...
Where they just go, look at all the ways that...
Yeah.
Goku is
the
drawn.
shading.
Yeah.
hands on the keyboard yet, since you probably don't realize one thing. Black Clover is one of the most expensive animes on the planet, with the lowest cost per episode I can find being $100,000 and the average cost looking to be about $140k. This over here was made with an average budget, which is about 80 grand an episode. I understand that these numbers don't represent the whole picture. There are many other things that
yeah, I was gonna say, we've got to talk about the cost of the animators themselves, the licensing,
the CG.
Yeah,
it could be as simple as time constraints. Even if they've got more money for it, if you got to do this episode in 2 weeks as opposed to One Punch Man getting 5 weeks to do an episode, well, the quality and the quality control is going to suffer. Just throwing money at a thing doesn't necessarily fix the problem of that thing. Because you still need time to do the thing. You could throw $1 million per episode, but if it needs to be done in 4 hours, it's going to look like butt.
And like I said, the Mappa staff could be getting paid half as much as the Black Clover staff. That's part of the budget. Higher caliber voice actors that get paid more. Directors, there's all sorts of things. It's not just this amount of money equals it should look this good.
What is your source for these numbers? Because maybe it's something in the description. I'm gonna check it real quick. There are no sources. So I don't even know where you're getting these numbers from to go. Black Clover cost $100,000, whereas everything else costs $80K.
And
did One Punch Man cost $180K? I don't know. You're just going average budget.
On average, is this the ugly episodes where they're just standing around 80, and then the higher caliber ones are 260, and then they average out to 140, and then over there in One Punch Man, you've got episodes, the higher caliber episodes, they're fewer and far between. So they're up there. It's like there's so many things here to talk about that just going, this has this amount of money, this has this amount of money, this looks like this looks like this. Like, it's not.
It's like going, hey, the average American makes like $90K a year. When it's like, well, there's people making $200 million a year. And there's people that are making $2,000 a year. The average American is not making $90K. Is that front load is so heavy that it's kind of propping up all that under. So I don't know if you can say, oh, the average episode was $140K. If one episode might be $30K and the next one might be $300K. 80% of the episodes might have been $60K, with 20% being $900K, and you're looking at it like, well, $140K. I don't know. I don't know where you got this source from. I don't know where these numbers come from.
Different studios, different ways that they allocate the budget,
different management. Because if a thing is mismanaged, it can cost a bunch of money and still turn out a product. AAA video games a lot of the times.
Spider-Man 1, which looks bad, has a budget of $140 million. It looks bad.
There's wonky looking things in the One Piece live action, and that costs like $1 million an episode. It's so much. It's like $8 million an episode. Like, what are we doing out here? Yeah, like.
Game of Thrones had a water bottle in that. Things happen with production. It's just.
Are we finishing this up today?
I see no reason.
Into making an anime, staffing, script writing, voice acting, etc., etc. But as much as I don't want to say it, in this particular case, it feels like whoever animated all this had no love for the show at all,
or no time. Mm-hmm. The budget was lower because it could be $140 per episode, but it could be going to other things than the people that are animating the show. Somebody drew something super pretty, and they were like, "This was like 30 hours of work, and I got like $3 an hour to do it."
And the amount of love doesn't mean anything when you don't have the time to do so. You can love something with all your heart and not have the time to put into what you. So you just like, I need to do what I can. And love doesn't matter because I've made so many AMVs with anime I've never seen, and they come out award-winning AMV.
Award-winning.
It don't matter. Love means about this.
Yeah, like
this is a job.
He had the love for editing. So they might have the love for animating, but that doesn't mean anything if they can't get the time to do it. Because those AMVs you made, if you had to do them in 12 hours, they're not going to look as good. They're not going to be as good. You're not going to find the same clips, because you ain't got the time.
And what if the animator has the love, but the director doesn't? And just like, it doesn't matter about your whole 3D zoom and shot, whatever. We got a deadline, get it out there. Vice versa. What if the director has the love, but the animator doesn't, and he can't pull that out of them because he can't draw like they can draw when they've got a studio of 20 people and he's just one person. He's just like, all right, I've got to cut some corners. This is such a terrible argument.
I'm partially correct, since it seems like they had great troubles with lack of staff and had to outsource a bunch of their work.
So that's probably the issue. Don't you think? That they still had to hit their deadline and they couldn't find the animator. It wasn't about the love of the...
Yeah. It's studio troubles.
Still, I can't believe this is the same studio that gave us OG Naruto, Shippuden.
Hey! Naruto looked super ugly sometimes! Bleach looked horrible sometimes!
Bleach, you think that they know a thing or two about making a show.
Pause. It is a studio. It's not the same animators. It's not the same directors. This is like Lionsgate. Oh, they made this and they also made this. Why is this so ugly? It's not.
That's why I hate when people are like, IGN gave this a 4 and this a 7. It's like, well, who reviewed each of those things? Was it the same person? Because if not, it doesn't matter.
Let's look at some examples. Patoli versus Yami. The first half of their battle was a slow-paced slideshow of gifs in comparison to the next episode.
You're basically just showing, hey, this looks bad. I don't need to see this. You've already explained it. It's over at this point. I understand we're people that ask for examples, but the example has been made. You've shown the slideshow. You've shown the off-center or the off-kilter character model. You've shown the bad animation with the mixing frame. You've explained the potential reasons for why it ended up this way, so on and so forth. We're what? Halfway through this? There's another half of this.
Which brought a bunch of dynamic movement, nice camera work, and frames. See for yourself. Anime Studio. If episode 35 looks like it has been produced by an experienced anime studio, episode 34 next to it looks like it was made by a single student in between.
Hey! Deadlines! Production! Fly episode! What do you want? Breaking Bad went over production. They had to fart out an episode where they stayed in a location and chased the fly around for it with 2 characters, and that was the entire episode. Happens.
In classes using some trial version of the editing app. Because what in the name of Adobe After Effects is this? I know it's a different episode, but I swear I've seen these exact particles in Mortal Kombat 1990.
Hey,
I think that looks bad.
This is early time CG. The same Battle of Gods had, I'm sure, 10 times the budget, 30 times the budget of one episode of Black Clover. And the CG looked horrible.
95. Then there are plain animation errors that shouldn't get past quality control, like with Asta over here.
Deadline, production issue,
Zoro was in 2
mismanagement.
places and once in an episode of One Piece.
And the thing is, we're not even disagreeing that this looks really bad. We're just going move on with it. You see, you talked about the 13 wasted minutes of that fight, but we're having to waste 30 minutes of you showing a bunch of animation which we've already seen and then going, yes, you're correct, move on. But the reasoning you're correct is just, it looks ugly bad.
Or Magna's glasses in this case. I haven't edited it. There are timestamps of these exact moments. You're welcome to check. It's simply disrespectful towards the audience. Can you imagine My Hero Academia, Demon Slayer, or Jujutsu?
It's a mistake. It happens in anime. You talk about there are those two anime, and let's just say there are 20 mistakes like that. This is in 50 episodes. This is 13 hours. You've got 20 mistakes. It happens.
I have no doubt there are mistakes in both Demon Slayer and Jujutsu Kaisen. I have no doubt. But there's so much fewer and far between than that.
Kaisen fucking up like that? Well, you don't have to, because there is a recent precedent with MAPPA and JJK specifically. I won't go into details, as even though my heart does go out to their employees, this topic is outside my area of expertise, so let me focus on what is.
Are you an animator? Because that's outside your area of expertise.
You an animator in Japan working on these studios.
Everything is outside. Talk about it at that point.
Animation. Obviously there is a difference, it looks raw and less polished, but the art style is consistent, emotions are properly displayed, and the action is still bombastic. If anything, I got a bit of a One Piece vibe with all these free-flowing lines giving the show a more artsy look. Although, I got to admit, I do see a lot of cutting corners in the form of static images, almost sketch-like sequences, and aspect ratio changes, which is actually a smart move that does save some effort and surprisingly makes these moments appear very cinematic.
Once again, there are issues in this thing, but it's excusable because it's cool.
It's clear that there was a struggle during the production process. However, the love, the sweat, the tears are still present.
But you showed a bad-looking episode and then a quote-unquote good-looking episode. So the love is there.
So
even with the wonky stuff. And the wonky stuff here is here, but there's still love in the good stuff.
How about, hey, those issues that Mappa had for these episodes and these issues, less 5 times that, 10 times that for Black Clover. Because how many times does an anime studio just fart out sometimes?
And as a result, it's beautiful because the core of the animation is. Black Clover, on the other hand, it doesn't have one. It's a constant fluctuation of quality, style, questionable design choices. Like, why is
I don't think that's very fair, because that's clearly a zoomed-in shot.
Yes.
A pixelated wave of shit in the middle of a fight. It doesn't match the color scheme of anything else and is completely out of place. Then there is 3D that looks worse than the Dark Young, movement with no force behind it, along with frequent recycling of shots, which should never happen. Another thing that
it does happen to save production time. Recycling of shots that happens. Yes. One Piece has been recycling shots with
especially reaction shots.
Yeah, there'll be, I forget if it's One Piece where there was a transformation for Green Bull that they just straight up reused.
Oh, yep, I know.
That should never happen is stealing ideas, aka plagiarizing. I've completed a university program and I'm well aware of what paraphrasing plagiarism is. It's when you use someone else's writing with some minor changes and present it as your own. Yeah, you can sue Black Clover over it, but you also can't deny that it took excessive inspiration from other shonen. For example, the first episode is Naruto in a nutshell.
No, it's not.
Everyone passes.
You know it's not a Sasuke. Sasuke wasn't even introduced. He didn't run away with a magic tomb and then get an ability. He was about to give up until Yuno went, nah, that's my rival. Don't do that to him. And he went, you right. I almost gave up, but now I am confident again. And then he got his ability.
No, but the 4 or 5 similarities that he's going to bring up here negates all the differences.
He's an orphan that grew up in an orphanage with other orphans. That's totally different than Naruto, who was isolated and alone. He has a friend. He has friends and family.
Everybody passes. Yes, they pass because they have the magical abilities. Whereas opposed to Naruto, he has the magical abilities of the world, but he just can't harness it in the way that he should be able to. Yuno has Asta. Asta has 0. That's a huge difference there. There's a test that you have to go through in order to pass in Naruto. Here, you just stand here and you get a book. But everybody passes, so it's the same.
Shonen. For example, the first episode is Naruto in a nutshell. Everyone passes the selection process, MC doesn't, so he has to go through some shenanigans with a bad guy to unlock the whatever.
No, he did
shenanigans!
Unbelievable. But he also didn't pass. I mean, there was no test or anything. It's just stand there and get a book.
And he couldn't even be like, he has to defend the only person that believed in him.
Whatever ability he will use every chance he gets, while saving an important person in the process who says that they've always believed in our boy. Out of all the shonen I can think of, these are the only two first episodes that share so many similarities. And if you're
Those are the only similarities!
And the first similarity wasn't even real!
Well, it's an homage, these stories go in totally separate directions. Maybe later, because Asta's first mission happens in a village held hostage by a bad guy who killed the hero of said village. There is a bridge that—
he was not a hero of that village. He was just some dude.
And he was killed during that as opposed to beforehand.
There is mist, there are ice users, and there's even a grave overlooking the area at the very end.
A grave!
Unbelievable.
Do you think that they went into this going, I need to have an ice user?
A guy took over a village. And it was more like the village was trapped. It wasn't taken over. If I remember correctly, he was gonna kill everybody. Or steal their magic or something. It wasn't, this is my domain now.
You can't make this shit up. Well, one show did and the other Sharingan did. But wait. There is more. Let me introduce you to Gaara of the Ice, an emotionless war machine from another country who was bred to be an ultimate weapon from birth who killed a person—
No, he wasn't! That
was almost the exact same case.
Dude, that's just a complete mischaracterization of Gaara because he was just born with this bush in him.
He is super emotional. He's smiling and enjoying
he's sadistic.
Yeah, sadistic. That's an emotion.
He's sadistic, angry, and scared. This guy is emotionless. Truly emotionless.
An emotionless war machine from another country who was bred to be an ultimate weapon from birth who killed the person they held dear who can use his abilities—
Hey! The person they held dear, Gaara, that person was trying to kill them just to kill them because that was the mission. Whereas Faye was like, you're going to kill me because I'm not going to be able to survive out there.
It was a test of just like, all right, in order to join our rank, you have to go into this room and kill everybody. The only person that walks out is the person that joins us.
The circumstances are completely different. You're grinding it down and going, this is an orange powder and this is an orange powder. It doesn't matter that this is garlic and this is orange zest or something. It's these two things are the exact same. So just throw it on my cereal or whatever. In oatmeal.
While standing still, who can pilot an elemental mecha, who has a change of heart after the defeat, can use his abilities while standing still, who can pilot—
Why are you showing this raccoon thing? That has nothing to do with Gaara's abilities. He just took over Gaara.
And this is looking for things to complain about. This is like, oh, he's piloting something just like Gaara did. It's like you're just trying.
And Gaara
who's watching this going, oh, he's in a giant ice thing, just like Gaara in his giant sand thing.
But he didn't even pilot it. It was piloting him because he was asleep. And the way to defeat it was to wake him up. It's a complete opposite of what happened there.
It's an elemental mecha who has a change of heart after the defeat and who makes people around them—
No, he had a change of heart during the battle. It wasn't even out during the— it was he got emotional or something and it broke through.
Surprised that they can say thank you. Are you for real? Ain't nothing wrong with taking an idea, giving it an interesting spin, and putting it in your story. Jujutsu Kaisen does that occasionally with, let's say, their version of Ido Tensei. Both spells require a piece of whoever you resurrect, both take over a live human, and both carry certain risks like—
Hey, I've watched both those things. I never once thought about that similarity. I do not consume media looking for the similarities between this thing and this thing. I am reading Undead Unluck to read Undead Unluck. I'm not like, wow, this is a lot like My Hero. Wow, this is a lot like JoJo's. Wow, this is a lot. No, I'm reading the things on the page and going, this is good, this is bad, I like this, I don't like this. And then, if I want to analyze it, I'm going to analyze it for the material that's inside of it, not because it reminds me of thing X, or it's like thing Y, or it's not like everything else.
A person overpowering the jutsu. They even did the same find inner peace and fuck off back to afterlife type thing. Sure, it's not a completely original idea, but it's implemented in a creative way with the little spin I was mentioning.
Oh, but this is this does the same thing, but it's creative.
As opposed to this doing similar things, but not creative.
Not even really explaining how it's creative. Just
maybe
saying that
he will
it is.
in the next sentence. But he didn't explain how the other thing wasn't creative because the things surrounding those similarities are so vastly different that what's the point of even pointing out the similarities?
That's the Black Clover's problem.
Never mind. He did not explain the twist and what makes it good. Cause he can't. Cause he sucks.
They blatantly take ideas from other shows and don't improve them whatsoever.
I think Naruto's first episode is not even close to Black Clover's first episode. They improved it so dramatically, if you want to say they took those things.
And when you're looking for things to talk about, when one of your points is, look, these two guys are fighting while standing still, you're looking for things to compare, just to be like, this is just another tick that somebody stole this.
Black Bull's HQ is practically Fairy Tail Guild. Black Market is...
In what? Black Market is Diagon Alley? How is the Black Bull? There are 9 Black Bulls? Roughly. As opposed to 200 Fairy Tail members. They're rowdy. That's all you got.
But they are misfits. That's... Every Black Bull is basically a cast-off that other people did not want. Mobs want Gray. They want Natsu. These Dragon Slayer mobs. Wendy? The mobs baked an entire arc around having Wendy. The f you talking about?
Magic shops.
In a secret location.
Got him.
Cooked. Hey, hang it up. Hey, check this out. The way to get into it ain't even the same. None of this is the same. But hey, yo.
It's a less protected Diagon Alley. Combo attack is literally a unison raid. It even looks the same.
Look, a combo attack. I guess the Final Flash Kamehameha or the Galaga Kamehameha where they both did this in Jininba, I think it was. I guess that's just... Fairy Tail just stole it from them.
How else do you run up to somebody? Well, combining your magic, because this is ice and lightning that they're combining.
Fire and lightning.
Without holding your... What? It's either going to be behind you or in front of them. And again, this is just them going, let's combine our magic. Point blank period, done. In Fairy Tail, it's like, this is the unison raid. This is a technique. This is super hard to do. Mm-hmm. This amplifies your magic in all sorts of ways. And as opposed to, I don't know, man, let's just hit him with our shit.
I got a ball of lightning. You got a ball of fire. Let's bam them at the same time. I don't even think they combined it. They just hit them together.
And it was a plan as opposed to them just going off and let's just hold our hands together like this and then bam.
The cast, main duo, is a blend of many cliches, but they remind me of Hinata and Kage.
Hey, they
remind me of this thing.
Hey, they're a bunch of things I've seen before, but they're also this thing I've seen before. So they're both unique and generic. It's been a long time since I've seen Haikyuu, so I can't speak to whether it is. But I would say no, because I remember the dark-haired kid not really liking or engaging with Hinata, except in the terms of volleyball. Like, it took a while for him to warm up. Asta and Yuno love each other. You would be the greatest if I was not here.
I know what you're capable of.
Their dynamic is not the same. This angry face right here, this is totally different than Yuno and Asta.
After the mission, after one of the cave mission, where they all the Black Bulls and no, it might have been the town, but whatever the case may be, it was Asta over there and then Yuno over there. They just looked at each other and Yuno threw a big bird at him and Asta cut that shit half. He was like, "What the f was that?" It just here's Yuno testing him and Asta passed the test. It's just like, oh, Asta was able to do that even though I got this wish. He catching up. Good thing I'm me though.
Same thing happened when unless you're talking about that thing where they were on the stage platform.
No.
Okay. Yeah. Same thing happened there.
That didn't happen yet.
I know.
I'm just saying. I'm talking about only things that happened in that 50 episodes.
Yama, followed by, in no particular order, Kana Alberona, Hinata Senju, Tsundere
Oh my.
Kageyama, followed by, in no particular order, Kana
They like to drink?
And they're in their underwear, essentially. Even though the character themselves are vastly different.
I don't mean...
Alberona, Hinata Senju.
No. Because even... You can't say that they have a crush on the main character, and that's basically it. Because
she's not shy
is
at all.
Yes, she's not shy. In fact, she's her brother, which is some of my favorites in all of Black Clover. Love they.
Tsundere Ida.
Not brother. Brother man.
Ida?
That's not what happened here.
He's a hard rule following dude. Where's the tsundere?
Byakuya and Hitsugai's love child.
In what way?
Particular order. Child. Typical high Hinata Senju, Tsundere Ida, Byakuya and Hitsugai's love child, Ban and Meliodas.
I don't know who these people are.
And he had to replace it.
I meant these other. I edited this in.
Love child. Typical high school delinquent.
Oh my god. Delinquent is a character trope. So he's just like all the... You think this mother is like Sakura from Slam Dunk?
Like...
You don't...
Josuke and Jotaro are not the same!
Yusuke? You think he's a Yusuke?
Even in this archetype, these characters aren't the same!
This guy has to be a rage baiter. I can't fathom someone being this disingenuous.
Completely.
If it's not on purpose.
Completely.
With Marilyn fucking Manson.
That's just an homage to Mary. How the hell is there plagiarizing an actual person? I guess all three admirals are plagiarisms because they're all based on actual people.
Enelu is a plagiarism because he's modeled after Eminem.
This is just putting somebody in real life and it happens.
Blackbeard is a plagiarism because he shares the same name as the actual Blackbeard.
Tinkerbell.
A fairy character, not the same type, not the hair, almost nothing is the same. The wing types aren't the same. It's the difference between a lymph or a nymph, I can't remember which one, and a fairy. Like,
this is just trying to make it.
None from the ripoff church.
What?
A fighting nun? They can fight or they cannot fight. And if they fight, they're a ripoff automatically.
Don't even use the same ability. One got a gun, one's using fire. Like,
wait, Hanchi on
and it's not like you're explaining what the ripoffs are. You're just going, oh, look at these guys. Look at this Yankee guy. That's it. Moving on.
Liquid, Marilyn fucking Manson, Tinkerbell, None from the ripoff church, Kenpachi on weed, Hanchi on crack, Zeno on ecstasy, Ulquiorra on meth, Clover on ghoul, Necromancer Natora, Naruto
wait! That he hasn't seen those people. Yep. These are arguments that he's gotten online. That's how you can tell how because he was not in the 50 episodes. No. Nah, man, this is the most this is arguments from online. These are not your points.
Yeah,
you can't even make your own points. You're just going, oh, what are other people saying? You don't know this character to know how they're a ripoff, so all you're doing is spouting off what's online. That's crazy.
Crazy bars.
Clover on Ghoul, Necromancer Natora, Naruto the Wizard King, another totally competent king, 100% bad guy, 80% bad guy. Alright, I agree, I got carried away there, but that's all to cope with the situation, since we're about to get what frustrates me the most about this anime and why I even made this pitch, which is turning out to be one of my longest videos to date. The number one reason that causes depletion of all serotonin, norepinephrine, and dopamine in my nervous system is that this show can be fucking good! You've heard that right. This piece of crap has everything to be a good shonen, and they even showed it to me, but then they spat in my face by diminishing the entire thing to an annoying amalgamation of tropes, borrowed ideas, cheesy systems, none of which bring anything new to the table, nor do they execute any of them well.
Pause. It's odd that he's not talking about how things don't make sense, how I'm not invested in this. It's just all this superficial stuff that just doesn't...
Tropey. That's my point. It borrows from other things. That's my point. And it's not even an issue of it borrows from other things, because he knows things that borrow from other things that he likes. And it's not even a point that the system things just happen sometimes, because it happens in Demon Slayer, which he likes. It's just that he doesn't like Black Clover, so these issues are amplified as opposed to diminished, nullified, whatever it would be.
To mention the most abhorrent animation I've seen in all my 20 years of watching anime. You can't show me a cool magical world.
That is completely and totally hyperbolic.
Yes.
20... Come on now.
Unless he's watched just the most popular things. Because History's Strongest Disciple, Kenichi, is real bad. And I love Kenichi. Real bad.
Ambitious underdog, instant rivalry setup, fantastic soundtrack, epic power-up, good fucking animation in the first episode, and then make me watch this? Let me tell you what's so good about this story, starting with harsh topics that it covers. Immediately we get racism, classism, and other forms of discrimination based solely on what people can't really control. Magic. What was given to you, you'll have to deal with, and you'll be judged along the way. Even if you get the best shit, you won't be praised by everyone. You'll be pressed, because others don't like it when their position of power or authority is threatened by an up-and-coming prodigy.
That's also... No, it's not even about the prodigy thing. It's about where he came from, because they saw him as a peasant. That was the issue.
As a result of that, there is a huge disparity in the society. Those who have great magic look down on those who don't, and RMC being completely magicless presents another level of challenge that most other stories...
You don't have to take that. And him grabbing Noel's arm is so good. She's ready to... You don't have to listen to that bush. Y'all, Black Clover in the early is so good. Noel is so good.
Simply don't have. Yusuke, Ichigo, Luffy, even Deku all get that magical attribute, while Asta doubles down on his magiclessness and gets a tool to bring others to his level. This is an incredible setup, and a way more compelling argument for being feared, hated, discriminated against than that of Naruto, for example. After all, nobody knows how this is possible, or those who do know that it comes from devils. Either way, it's not...
You don't know that because you're not there.
A good look and should be treated accordingly by everyone around him. By the way, who do we have around them? More beautiful gems. Yuno might not have the story as elaborate as Sasuke's, but he's a far better rival to the MC because of their previous connection, their dichotomy, and generally warm feelings towards each other.
Pause, but how does that make him a better? How does that make him a better rival than Naruto? I mean, than Sasuke? Somebody could just say, "Oh, it's better in Sasuke" because they don't have that friendly rivalry.
Yep. I got into an argument with someone that said they didn't like this dynamic. And it basically boiled down to, you need toxicity in your rival character. So that's why you like a Goku and a Vegeta and a Sasuke and a Naruto, as opposed to two dudes that love each other, just propping each other up.
So them being friendly does not automatically make it good nor better than Naruto.
Yes, they get into some sibling-type fights. Still, they care about one another and want both of them to succeed. Next we have Noelle, a great addition to the team for reasons I've mentioned before. She is a royalty and comes with an appropriate package. She will have to perform a lot of self-improvement, not only to deal with her trauma, but to become a better person as a whole. I really liked the direction she went during their first assignment. Royalty is given all this mana to safeguard people, not to bring them further down.
I'm royalty. I gotta go.
It's so good, yo.
Then there is Yami, who's just awesome in almost every department. Black Bull.
But pause. He's a ripoff of Kenpachi.
Yeah, so he can't be good.
So if he's good, take away that copy thing, because copies can be good. So copies automatically are not bad. So what's the point of talking about the copies if they can be good?
Their own struggles, who welcome and support their newbies regardless, followed by stark contrast with Golden Dawn.
Hey, why wouldn't you talk about Noelle expected the mockery because of her lack of control, because that's all she's ever gotten. And when they figure out, they're like, you're awesome, you need to control that, we will help you.
Once you control that, you're gonna be fire.
Muv's like, it don't matter, Noelle's here, we'll get to that underwater cave, no problem.
Where Yuno has to fight tooth and nail to get even a modicum of recognition. As for the grand plot, there is the conflict with the elves, devils, humans, other kingdoms. It's all very interesting to read about in forms of articles, but to actually watch it, I can't. My expectations just don't align with what I'm given at all. I've brought up many examples, a few more won't hurt. Yami and Asta's dialogue after Vedo's defeat, which put a final nail in the coffin of my desire to continue watching. Our main character expresses sympathy and attempts to understand his enemy, while the captain, instead of contributing to his development and turning it into a mentorship moment, just laughs it off and tells Asta not to think too much about it. What? We just got a bunch of hints that these guys might not be some one-dimensional villains we thought they were, and you so casually shut it down? The potential at that moment was so great, yet you gave it the most generic, don't worry, follow your dream spin, and turned it into some pathetic joke. Oh, Asta's hands are—
But no, that's who Yuno and Asta are. Yami and Asta are. He's like, whatever is going on, that don't concern me. Yeah. And you're clearly not smart enough to think about these things, so we move on positively.
Fucked up, he can't remove his blindfold, lol. I was so pissed that I almost didn't notice this moment. Kahuno's song. That was so good it made me sad, because the show clearly has the ability to make something beautiful, but it just doesn't. They
just did. You said they did. Your problem is the negatives in your mind are vastly outweighing the positives, or they're weighted so much heavily more than the positives. So even if there's 13 negatives and 40 positives, the negatives are still heavier.
I can't forgive this is what they said anyway. I can't forgive these guys. I don't know what it is, but something happened to them that I just can't forgive. Something bad enough to make them hate that much. I thought maybe this guy was the one who'd actually despaired the most. And Yami goes, you're an idiot, aren't you? I asked you if you were an idiot. Answer the question or I'll knock you fine. Yes, I'm an idiot, sir. Idiots shouldn't think too hard about these things. Just keep focusing on chasing your dreams. For now, at least. For now, focus on your dreams. And then once you become strong enough, you can question these things.
Which happens because there's a time skip and he gets super strong and then these things come to fruition.
You are too stupid to split your focus. If you split your focus on both of these two things, you won't get strong enough. So focus on your own first. And then become the Wizard King and change everything. It's not just this generic chase your dream stuff.
Mediocre crap with simple dialogue and even simpler animation. Another plot
simple dialogue, moving on.
Yeah. What's the complex dialogue you're looking for? Can you give me a series you love that has super complex dialogue?
And that infuriated me was what they did with Fugolion. This was one of the few fucking nobles who had something resembling a head on his shoulders and who gave good advice to both Asta and Noelle. What do they do to him? Remove him from the show for a good while. Who the fuck needs him? It could have been Dickface who lost his arm. The plot—
No, because he has to learn, and he learns later on. To where he goes, no, Noelle, you're with me. We've got to protect the house. His character arc needs to happen, whereas the other guy is already where we need him to be. How do you not understand?
Are we not allowed to hurt people that we like or who are likable?
Would have been mostly unaffected, and we would have had one more decent character in this bitch. Cause he was
okay. So again, if they do maim that guy, who cares? Yes. But you like this guy, and then he gets hurt, and you go, okay, now I want to see the villains get hurt.
Yes, you want the revenge.
Yes,
of the main characters to happen because they hurt a likable
Otherwise,
character.
It is these dudes teabagging Noelle, and then they get decimated. You go, good.
And then they wake up and like, I am changed? Because that sounds horrible.
Person who gave this whole royalty some depth and served as a great tool to explore social issues highlighted in the show.
And then it happens with the other characters that were pieces of as they get saved by Noelle, and then they start to change once they see her strength.
And also, they look at this dude and go, okay, he's this strong. We know he's this strong. And he got done up. So we gotta be careful. That also changes the royals.
Even in these 50 episodes, I think this guy's just like, Noelle can't protect anybody. She sucks. But we suck even harder because we weren't even there.
It was in that 50 episodes.
So there was already the roots for change based off this.
Julius kinda does that, but he's the Wizard King. His situation is a bit different and doesn't suit this role as much. Lastly, I want to mention one more bane of my existence: fake out death. I already dislike when characters survive the most bullshit situations, and when you make it seem that they won't survive while they still do, it makes my blood boil, and I'm glad I never got this far. Also, don't even get me—
you don't even know what happened that allowed it. If people have healing magic and they heal them up on the brink of death, that's not coming out of nowhere.
I don't think it's a good criticism for you to make a criticism based upon things that you haven't seen. You're like, does it have fake out death? Black Clover fake out death. It does. Okay, so I'm gonna criticize it.
Started on resurrecting people. Kabuto didn't bring as many back in Naruto as the elves did here.
You didn't see that.
You don't understand.
After listening to all this, you must be
asking— And is it a numbers game?
I guess so.
Yourself a very reasonable question. Why would you watch 50 episodes of the show you claim to hate and then proceed to make this long-ass video?
No. I would never ask why. Don't watch, don't like it, don't watch it. Never. I want that information. You want to see, hey, you already said that, hey, there's some good stuff in here. It's got to see some of it being good. Maybe the bad stuff will become less and the good things will become more. I would never go, oh, stop watching. No.
And I would never say, hey, you didn't like this. Why are you making a video about it? Make negative videos, make positive videos. Whatever is in your heart and you feel like you want to express that to the world, you express it. Go ahead. No problems with it. I would never question, why are you watching this?
Hey, you don't like this show? Don't talk about it.
Short answer, I wanted to know what's up because I kept hearing so many good things about Black Clover. My first attempt at watching was out of pure curiosity. I didn't like it and stopped, nothing else to it. But on my second watch, I was determined to figure out what's going on.
What brought you back? Why did you want to continue that if you got
nothing else to it? But on my second watch, I was determined to figure out what's going on. I just couldn't believe that this show is being praised so much when stuff like My Hero Aka gets a bunch of hate. Oh, it's
more popular, so the hate is going to be... And if you're in that community, you're going to see the hate more. I don't think you're in the Black Clover community, so you probably don't see a bunch of the people griping about it.
And what's the biggest My Hero video? Because the biggest anti-Black Clover video is Gigux, and it's got like 1 million.
It might be 2 at this point.
So, again, you're telling me the Black Clover doesn't get this hate? Come on now. You're not this pioneer of going, I'm spitting the truth that nobody's talking about. No, everything gets that hate. Demon Slayer gets that hate.
Both of them almost 2 million. 1.9 for both.
That's too much.
It's too much.
And what did people say about My Hero? You said it's generic. Let's hear. Generic. I don't care about generic. If people are going, it's generic, it's not worth my time listening to them.
A lot of the negative My Hero videos I'm seeing are like 140K. Deku was an awful main character. My analysis 2 years ago, 160K. The complete failure of My Hero's War Arc 2 years ago, 360K. Fixing My Hero's biggest flaws, this guy, 135K. This was 74K, which came out last year.
Generic, follows a lot of tropes. Have you seen Black Clover? It not only follows, it...
Hey, are the same people that are criticizing My Hero the people that love Black Clover, or are they criticizing both? It doesn't matter that something's happening over here if I'm talking about this thing in front of me. Especially if you don't know if it's the same audience doing the same thing. Oh, why does everybody love Black Clover? Well, what about the people that don't? Well, why is everybody talking about My Hero when Black Clover exists? Well, maybe they're talking about both. You don't know that.
Especially considering it's just a blanket tropes. You don't know what tropes. You don't know how much it affects these people. You don't know how much it affects the show. I'm not listening to people that are just saying tropes. Yes. Because everything has tropes.
Blatantly copies them. Oh, half the class A get no development.
Yeah, no.
Sure, but it's compensated by one of the best villain evolutions in recent years.
Pause. One of the best villains evolutions in years comes 8 seasons in? 7, 8 seasons in? As opposed to this half of these months just standing there? Come on!
And how many villains get any type of arc that is like this? Where they're introduced early, they're the main guy, and we get to see their pitfalls, their all this extras. It just doesn't happen a lot. And is it being done as far as your praise goes?
And I don't think that countering a negative with an unrelated positive counters that negative. These moms don't get developed. Yeah, but it's pretty. It's like, that's not what we were talking about.
Yeah, the turkey is completely ruined. The greens are fire though. Well, I don't have the turkey.
Handmade China. Sterling silver forks.
Yeah, my new pan is working out beautifully. I just left the turkey in too long.
I hit that thermostat on 71 for you.
Smell like strawberries in here. Sir, the turkey. Can we... the problem? I'm hungry. You present a burnt bird. Hey, these new oven mitts though. I ain't feel none of that heat.
I agree that Licht's story is cool, though we've seen all that in Naruto and to an extent in Bleach.
Hey,
you don't know Licht's story.
And I don't care.
And I don't care.
I don't care if I've seen it before. I do not care.
Are you telling me that we've seen it in Naruto and in Bleach? Are you telling me that Bleach and Naruto are the same things, or they have similar things? If they do have similar things, one of them copied off the other one, didn't they? So why are we talking about the things they copied off? Why are we saying that Black Clover copied off of both of these things, not one of these things, because one of those things copied off of the other thing?
Fuck, even Fairy Tail. As for Shigaraki, I can't think of another villain.
Yeah, Fairy Tail. Yeah, let me just say Fairy Tail and move on. Why are you even bringing this up if you're not developing these points?
To an extent in Bleach. Fuck, even Fairy Tail. As for Shigaraki, I can't think of another villain who went through as much progress as him.
Hey, Miroim doesn't count in this case.
Yeah,
What's the case?
Because I say he doesn't count. I can't think of anybody other than the person I can't think of.
Hey, Vegeta. You're Piccolo. You're not even saying recent. You're going, I can't think of another villain.
And he's not even saying the development. He's just saying that he did develop.
Yato is a contender, except he was more of a hero who lived long enough to become a villain. By the way, the reason I drew comparison with My Hero is because they came out about the same time, not because I used the story of Midoriya as some frame of reference.
Wait,
If you watched any of my critique videos, you'd know that I try to stay objective, compare things to other shows.
It's impossible to be objective when you're talking about the quality of something because everything informs it. Everyone is buying
a villain developed like this in a long time. I haven't. Objectively, I haven't. No, you can't be objectively. I haven't. Look, come on, it doesn't matter. Objectively, you muff.
You tried to do it without an agenda, and people need to understand the difference between bias and agenda.
But he didn't.
No, absolutely not.
Looking to stand, these two people are standing still and fighting, so they're similar. You can't tell me there's no agenda there. I'm looking for future characters to compare to other characters. You can't tell me there's no agenda there when you don't know these months and you don't know how they're similar. And you're just going, yeah, they're similar because the internet said they're similar.
To be fair, we don't know if the internet said they're similar.
And support my arguments with examples. I needed to watch the show.
Support your with examples. You just said not 30 seconds ago, fairy tale. Your point was fairy tale, and you showed a slide and moved the on. There was no example other than the word fairy tale words.
I had to watch this to show the examples, and then he used future people that he's never seen for examples.
Give it a fair try so I can create an adequate picture in my mind.
Do you think it's fair to use internet's arguments about why things are similar to bolster your argument? Your thing was, this thing is plagiarizing this thing. You're not using your example so that somebody can in the comments go, what do you mean this person is like this? You don't have that information, but you put that out there. I don't think that's fair to put out information that you personally do not have in order to bolster your argument.
Ready to defend my opinion. Yes, my standards are high, though I do watch Demon Slayer and it doesn't make me feel sad. Yeah, a little upset at times cause fuck season 3. Still, my goal always is to understand the subject and express my own unbiased opinion while providing.
You gotta understand the sentence you just said is a complete oxymoron. An unbiased opinion does not exist.
Constructive arguments. It was I, Mahis, letting it all out into the microphone. Have a great whatever time of the day you have. Until next time, cheers.
Hall of Fame.
Yo, for sure.
Just purely these characters whom I've not seen are like these other characters in ways that I'm not going to express. Moving on.
That's all it took me. Yeah, this is a really bad video.
Real bad.
And it's not even that. His points themselves could be good.
Yes.
But he's not doing enough to showcase what the actual issue is. And the one thing that is like, yes, this is 100% an issue and you've shown it. He just kept going with it with the animation thing. Within 2 minutes, we got that. Why do we need 5? Yeah.
Boy.
Back to it. Do we want to push Phil to the end of the month?
That's what I was thinking, but God,
hey, I understand. We have to. We might have to because we're not going to double up on Phil this month.
I don't want to.
That's the real thing. You don't want to, but might need to. Man, yeah, it just is what it is. It's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking. I understand. I understand. It's heartbreaking. I understand.
There's so much.
I understand. Heartbreaking. I understand our hearts are broken.
Because the Asmund thing is already begging is back on this month.
Is back with
couple days ago said right now. And I almost combusted on the spot. Burst into flame.
This was the shortest buff in history.
The shortest. Dude has missed like, of the last 6 goals, he missed like 4 of them. He's struggling.
Yeah, he got that one. And
I can't believe the Asmund month is already over.
Dunzo. And he's been trying to get in contact with them again. Oh,
what's the excuse now? He has none.
yeah.
The biggest muff in the world gave him a chance with his entire audience.
The nicest interview in the history of
completely normal.
Let him get all his off. All the pig noses off.
You don't need to watch this 4-hour documentary or this 16-hour debunk of the documentary or explanation of the documentary. You got this short 2 hours here and there. Oh, Phil is just this normal dude. You rock up in that mug. Oh, he sucks. I'm out.
He's boring.
He's boring. So now what do you have? The trolls cannot dissuade people from going, no, you're just boring. The trolls are like, yes, you are boring, but you also suck. You repeat yourself. All these bad things. But nobody, you can't disprove them being boring. You're showing them that you're boring.
Everything they've said about me is true at this point. Because I can't imagine a person watching 2 hours of a field stream enjoying themselves. I can't picture that type of person in my mind at all. What they look like, what they sound like, the other things they enjoy. Cannot even formulate.
Jay sometimes like, yeah, I'm not interested in this. I'm out. I'm out.
Yeah, some of them are fighting games. This is a former fighting game player. He rages a lot. That's fun. That's what they look for. Oh, Expedition? Nah, I'm good. Game of the year? Don't even matter. Not watching you play it, Phil. I'm good.
$62. What? Oh, whoops. Now what? And the problem is, he got that asthma bump. He's just like,
forever.
Welcome home. And he welcome home does. And he's just like, all right, in 2 weeks, I'm going to play this game that y'all want me to play. Like, y'all better stick around for these 2 weeks.
Because the schedule cannot.
He couldn't be like, all right, tomorrow. Now. Right now.
And thanks to all the support, I got a surprise for you. We're playing Expedition 33 right now.
He couldn't do that to hold on to him. So by the time he does play that, they go.
It's on the schedule this week. And I went, oh, nobody's tuning in to this.
Nobody.
Viewership. How did the Kino bump last for months? Changed his entire outlook.
Because they big upped him week after week.
And yes, it was constant stream of content with him, about him, for him, as opposed to this one and done interview and washing your hands
and it's
of this.
Crazy.
And just letting him sink.
It's the most bonkers thing that a couple weeks after being face to face with Asmongold, he was struggling to get Gahul and Ralph on his Christmas stream. Those were his two guests. Some who the is this dude, and some dude living in the shack in Mexico because he can't be in America. He couldn't get wings. He couldn't get his other muff in
Boogie.
Smart Guys dude. Boogie. Nobody wanted to with him. 2 weeks after Asmongold. He's begging Wings of Redemption to be on his stream. And he can't get wings. He's done. He has to just sit there and just be like, I'm always going to be on this level. If I can't even convince Wings with an increased Asmongold audience that may trickle over there to come here, he has to be like, I'm cooked.
That should have been the time he tried to go, LTG, let's just have a conversation. No games. We're not playing anything. Let's just talk to each other on stream. I will give you 70% of whatever I make on it. 40%. Let's just say 40%.
There's nothing he could say to get LTG. After all this, you can't.
But
can't just like, no, I was all theatrics.
But that's the thing. It's always done that for him. He's talked to everybody he's ever talked to. And they've all come on and gone. And he's going, bro, I was just, Even with Asmongold, he was like, yeah, I just had to say that to get his attention because I knew that would work. So he's fake. He's fake as, and the person that hates these muffs is real, and the person that talked to them is fake. But it's always worked for him.
Except for the fact that he can't get anybody but Gahul and Ralph on his.
How did he not Moon?
He went, I've got other people lined up that are a maybe from back in the day. Not even those rando Street Fighter muffs wanted to hop on for 30 minutes and get dunked on by, I don't know if you knew this, but Asmongold, he said the same spiel to both Ralph and Gahul. It's like, Asmongold, them muffs had left at that point. And I cannot believe we are back to begging so smoothly. It was...
Because it was never gone. It was only diminished. It was only small. And it's always going to be a seesaw. And he's never going to hit the ground where there's no begging, period. Begging will never be off the table. It is in the table.
It is the table.
It is the table. Mom, like, I can't believe you don't have begging on this table. Look below you, baby.
You pull off that tablecloth. It's just the word beg. Like, oh,
it's just now, guys.
It's always implied.
It is always implied. And the less he gets of it, the more that tablecloth slips off. Until the point. And that's the thing. He never has to rip the tablecloth off. It's always a slide.
And somebody was just like, you said you wasn't begging no more. What happened? You're like, I'm not begging. I'm just reminding people how they can support.
What's the difference?
What's different?
If you're saying right now, it's a big
it's done. Right now is back. I thought right now was dead.
I can't believe you thought it was dead. That's the craziest part.
But
it is only on vacation. It is laid out on a beach somewhere until it's called back to work.
The legs of the table.
Yeah, maybe sometimes it's a katatsu and you can just put your legs under it and it just sits there. There's no legs needed here. Until
now, guys.
Knock. Now, guys.
I cannot believe
that's your problem. Phil will never not fumble.
I understand that because he's so boring. Because he's so set in his ways. The fact that it was the day after the Asmongold interview, he just straight up just like, this is the new normal.
It's
I don't
always
have to beg. Y'all just gonna come here and give me money. Asmongold, we cool, we tight. Y'all are my audience. Welcome.
His audience.
Oh. I was listening to that at work. Just dying. Welcome. Oh.
For anyone that's looking for kill streams and welcome. Home.
Can we do a little mini?
I guess we can.
Hit them folks with the woo-wop real quick.
What are we doing? The welcome home?
Go to Snort and see if we something real quick.
Yeah, just a little something. Since we're not going to be able to do it this Saturday. Dude. I cannot.
Go up. Let's do DSP is thankful for Asmongold and money.
Well, let me tell you something.
Because this is done already.
Snort.
Cooked.
Snort. Tell you. Drip. Snort. I got the drip. Go.
Hello, everyone. DarkSydePhil here.
Nope.
And I wanted to just say,
What a horrible shirt.
The shirt does not look good. This is some in wool polyester blend. Did you see this month? And he bought 15 month and wrist rests.
No, I didn't see that.
Why? And he showed them all off, and he's just like, this one's good for support, but it gets sweaty.
Get a
For
cloth.
an hour.
No shot. No shot.
It was like 10 wrist rests.
None shot.
Who is this guy?
Happy Thanksgiving here in 2025 from me and my
Bruh,
family to yours.
his head does not look like it belongs on that body. This looks like in Star Trek uniform. What is he doing?
If you are celebrating this year, if you're an American, today is American Thanksgiving. And I know that many people are...
But that little turn of the mic. Not only the turn of the mic, his eyes are so wide during it. Like he...
From me and my family to yours. If you are celebrating this year, if you're an American, today is American
How did
Thanksgiving.
he notice that? His eyes were straight ahead, and then he looked up for a second like, oh, it's wrong. Click.
To yours. If you are celebrating this year, if you're an American, today is American Thanksgiving. And I know
He's
that
not
many...
even looking while he's adjusting. What did that do?
What did that do?
That got you maybe 1/1,000,000th of a decibel increase.
Hey,
calm down.
Why was it turned that way to begin with? I don't think you ever need to move that mic.
People are probably busy with family and friends doing awesome things. And I just wanted to let you know, I hope you have a great one. Now, today, I actually just got off of a crazy stream where I was basically just killing time when my wife was busy cooking all day, making our awesome Thanksgiving dinner.
What were you
Did
doing?
you see that Thanksgiving dinner?
No, I can't do it with cats cooking. I'll see. Bring it up. But
You might gotta go to his channel. Go to his channel. We're just here now.
Yeah.
People are gonna see this episode like, oh, 3 hours. Let's go. 1 hour and a half in, and then the rest is DSP. Like, oh, motherfucker.
Okie doke.
Y'all got me.
Oh no, wait, no, he uploads after the fact.
No, it was. Oh yeah, it was uploaded after the fact. I forgot his style.
200 views is crazy.
That's not a lot, is it? That's a little views.
He uploads so much.
Okay. Oh, go up. I saw
Yeah.
Asman.
Yeah, that's what I was looking for. DSP's Thanksgiving Hangout.
Go there.
Amazing
Let's see.
Chill.
Yeah, let's go there and see if that is. You can just skim because he showed a picture of it.
All right. Happy Thanksgiving.
Shut up. Why did he put the glasses on?
Thanks for $10.
Okay, no, this was on Thanksgiving, so it'd probably be the next stream.
Okay. I mean, maybe.
That's a daily wrap.
Chill with Phil, Black Friday?
Let's go.
Yeah, it would be the day after.
What is going on?
Jesus.
I saw a big screen something. Nope.
Just in case it's not, I'm gonna look up.
Yep.
Pig, go.
Because I'm gonna need to see this now. I mean, I could just transcript it.
Oh, sorry. It was a post-Christmas wrap-up. He didn't show his Thanksgiving. So this is look, a post-Christmas wrap-up. You're going to go 40 minutes in. Yep, right there. This should be bad.
Never gonna eat it. This is crazy amounts of ham that came off of this thing.
This is great. This is Catherine. This is a crazy amount of ham that's coming off. What are you doing? This is so much ham. He turned 90 degrees away from the camera to express the crazy amounts of ham. It was this much ham.
Ceramic thing full of ham slices. And I was like, dude, we don't need any more ham. Like, if we cut any more off of this thing, we're never going to eat it. This is crazy amounts of ham that came off of this thing. And so...
I have never described... This is a crazy amount of legs that have come off of this turkey.
We had our dinner, which I'd like to show you.
It's a crazy amount
if you don't mind. Hold on one second. So this is what our delicious Christmas dinner was. Ready?
Look at that. Is that mashed potatoes?
It's something.
The corn looks dry and a little too brown. What did they do with the cranberry sauce? It's like they mashed it. What's going on over there? Ham looks fine.
As you can see,
I don't know why the sad roll in the middle it feels like a display.
Yeah, like just kind of put here purposefully.
Yes.
Succulent, juicy slices of the spiral ham with the absolutely amazing glaze that was on the outer edges of it that baked into it. It tasted, I'm not kidding you,
it's the best I've ever had. This was the best
ham I've had in my life. I wish I was exaggerating. I'm not. It's so good.
Why do y'all have cranberry sauce on Christmas?
They bought too much.
That ham was amazingly tasty. Okay? And then we had the homemade mashed potatoes.
I have never seen mashed potatoes yellow like that in my life. I wasn't even sure it was mashed potatoes when I first saw it. How do you do that?
There's so much butter.
Hawaiian roll, some sweet corn, and there was the mishmash of the whole berry and the jellied cranberry sauce. Again, oh, actually, yeah, it's the holiday plates. I was going to say, it's the holiday plates that we used again.
These mug bought themed plates.
This is...
for 2 people.
This might be the saddest marriage I've ever seen that I know won't end in divorce.
They just stuck together.
They're just stuck together. This is not... The ham looks good. I think the corn looks a little too brown. Maybe it's the shadow. I would not consume that mashed potatoes. It does not look right.
We didn't have to wash any plates or nothing, and we had already bought them.
I'm sorry that 2 people might need to wash a plate each. He sucks.
And I thought, maybe a few people will show up to my stream, but today's a holiday. Over 50% of my viewers are American. And I'm thinking, we'll have low attendance, but it'll be a cool hangout session. We'll just chill. We'll play some Pokemon. Attendance was great. Again, this week, ever since the Asmongold interview, you guys have been absolutely amazing.
When was this? When was this? They're gone. They're all gone.
It was less than 2 months ago. 7 weeks. 6 weeks.
Both my longtime fans and viewers and newcomers alike.
The welcome home was one of the worst things he could have said.
Dude,
because it's in his in tweets. People would just spam that.
It's in the detractor lexicon now.
It's so good.
Basically double attendance from what I normally would have for a Pokemon stream.
Dude, when the big tweet happens, welcome
it's gonna
home.
Be pure welcome home.
And people were absolutely generous with their support. So what I wanted to do is make a very brief video here to tell all of you what I am most grateful for this year of 2025. First and foremost, I am ultimately grateful for my wife, Kat, who stands by me through thick and thin. Everything
he got under $200 for his Thanksgiving hangout chill.
Big ups.
That's okay. This is the week of Asmon.
Cat hanging, keep it with you through thick and thin.
What are you implying there? What word are you focusing in on?
I'm focusing in on two of them, thick and thin.
It's thin and thick.
Thin, then thick. What's the thick that goes on in Phil's life to where Cat needs to stick around?
Them sick muff and ham slices.
This is a crazy.
These ham slices are crazy thick.
that goes on, the highs and lows. She's there to support me.
What are the lows, Phil? When you don't hit the goal that day?
As I've told you guys many times before, when I met her in 2017, it changed my life for the better. I used to be a very kind of stressful, aggressive, sometimes outright hateful person.
You say the R word on the regular.
On the reg. You are a hateful person. You still do rants against other creators, against game developers. You crashed out on a game developer recently. I think it might have been Call of Duty or something, but you crashed out on them.
You called hundreds to thousands of people gay for watching the drama.
It's for women and gay people.
You called the millions of subscribers for Drama Alert gay. Blanket statement gay.
A vast majority of Asmongold subscribers are in it for the drama.
Everybody who's picked up a National Enquirer, gay
or woman,
lesbian.
And actually meeting my soulmate and the love of my life changed me, made me a better person.
I have never seen chemistry with them.
They have anti-chemistry.
There was...
Can you just go to...
There was maybe 20 minutes of chemistry with her first stream. No, because then he had the arm rub and he had the kiss.
Can you go to their second Q&A when she was Big Cat? That came out all wrong. Family Night Q&A.
That was the first one. I mean, okay, all sense.
That's Brand Dude. He's talking over. That was a good stream though. Go down. Go back up. What did he call it? And you can just search for that. Family stream or whatever.
Where you at?
Go up. Yeah, Family Night Q&A. Go up. Yeah, right there. Family Night Q&A. So just search for Family Night Q&A.
Part 1.
Faithful, no. I think that's just part 2.
Yeah. I don't know if he had a second.
There was, because he said that they...
All right, let's go to the...
Oh, wait, go down. That was January. That's part 2. Go up. Because it was a part 2.
Okay, yeah, there was a Jan 4th one. Jan 17th. So this is...
Okay, yeah. So, yeah, that's the second one. So, yeah, go there. That's fine.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
So we're just going to do Jan 17. Where's the part 1? There it is.
So hard. Maybe he's right about the detractor eating up his algorithm.
Something's eating something.
What do you know?
What do you need?
We're chemistry. So yeah, just go on over to just any random timestamp, and we can just check out some chemistry.
Let's do
relationship quirks. Ooh,
like this. He says, "Does Phil have any interesting quirks that we don't know of? Does he put his?"
I don't even want to watch this. This is so uncomfortable.
She looks like Oh,
things you want to say would get you kicked off of YouTube.
She looks like just open up any like book and just like white woman, suburban white woman.
Yeah,
the hair, cardigan, the in low cut, the chunk. She looks like pure America woman. That. God bless whoever did the cat makeup on Kino Casino, because they killed it. Right here with that cheek blush.
Yes. It's so pronounced.
It was so good on the Kino.
He seems like he employs the makeup of an e-girl or something. The heavy red lipstick is ridiculous.
It's
socks on first before he puts on his pants or underwear.
What?
Go with the joke, Catherine.
These people
Go with the joke, Catherine. Just go with it.
are really...
Oh, look at them! And then look at the little dancing Phil in the corner. Everything about this is wrong.
Bowser getting throwing the hammers on Cat.
It looks like Mega Man shooting Phil. Game over. Yeah, it is.
This is... If someone asked me to describe their relationship, I would show them this screen.
I know. Is there any...
It's a layup. Make a lame joke.
Yes.
Move on.
He's just staring into your soul like, save me.
Any weird quirks
I'm
that
not
I have
strong
that
enough,
people should know
Cat.
about?
It's kind of... I don't know how to answer these questions.
She's worthless, dude.
She's not helping matters.
She's anti-helping. She's a hindrance.
But Phil is also... Phil is not matching her energy.
Yes.
And she's not matching his.
And he's not compensating for her lack of engagement or energy. He's not spinning plates to make sure people look over at him and keep the chat engaged. He's just like, hey, Cat. And just staring at her like, answer the question. You know what quirky got? His knows. How about that? Just say something. I don't care. He leaves hairs all over the kitchen counter because it's just falling off of his head. Just leaving his scalp.
Something.
I know. Here's the thing.
Why are you answering the question,
Yeah.
Phil?
Yeah.
All right. Kat and I. There's certain kinds of couples, right?
He's not looking at her.
He hates her, bro.
Dude.
He loves the status she brings.
Absolutely.
But I don't even know if he hates her. He just is not.
He's not
enjoying
attentive.
her. Yeah, he's never been attentive because that was Panda Lee's thing.
No, he hated Panda.
He for sure hated Panda, but he's also was not attentive.
I was watching the cooking stream and him just crashing out over the meatballs. Oh, he's so sad.
Dude, the sadness for the meatball, it might be top 3 favorite thing we've done pertaining to Phil.
Oh, he's so sad.
See, and she's up because she knows her man is so disappointed about the perfect meatball.
I was dying watching it.
It might be top 3 Phil thing we've ever done. It is one of my favorite. ALX period top 10. I love it so much. Because he's so heartbroken. And it's so subtle. It's not like a, dang, this sucks. It's so, you can pick up on it. Panda picked up on it. And once you know,
you can't
everything.
unknow.
Oh, dude.
It's just permeating through this.
Oh.
And certain couples are very kind of back and forth, razzing each other and stuff like that.
Oh, look at her face!
Phil, you know you can't razz her because the thing that is going to be on your tongue is foreboding.
I don't think that there's anything that you can comfortably razz her about that she wouldn't be self-conscious about.
Yes. Makeup, hair,
Horse.
weight, teeth.
Quite honestly, we're just not like that. All right, we're just not. We don't go back and forth making fun of each other.
Oh, dude.
Oh, look at her. Oh. What is their relationship like?
This?
They're playing. There's that candid shot of them in that mall playing on the racing. Was there just like good job, and they just walk away? Was just like, you suck at this game. Couple banter? No.
I can't
She
imagine.
can't fit in that no more. She's so large, you see.
I understood.
Yeah, I see.
I can't imagine having any type of relationship with anybody in my life
Where you don't.
where there's no banter. Where I'm not
there's
gonna
no razz and there's no you say this word funny.
I have that with my coworker. Like, what are we doing out here?
They don't talk to each other.
And that's what
It's impossible to not have that banter with somebody that you live with 24/7.
I may see y'all 2 times a day, and there's always banter.
It's crazy, but they just don't say it.
This isn't even the point of what we
We're
were.
razzing each other. We just kind of like relaxing, enjoying things together at the same time. You know, I help her.
DA, imagine coming into my room as I'm watching a movie, sitting down and playing a game on your phone, and then leaving.
That'd be the weirdest.
And this is their daily. Phil will watch movies while she's playing Skyrim. It's bonkers.
To the game if she's playing it or whatever. You know, watch a play. We're not constant a couple that goes back.
And he just said
She's
it.
trying to look her in her eyes.
And he just said it while she's playing a game or whatever.
He'll just be champion while she's on Power Wash, and they're just sitting there.
Back and forth in that kind of a relationship. Some people are, and that's fine if you are. We're just not. So when you ask a question like that, you understand we just don't have an answer. Like, no, there's nothing particularly about her that bothers me that I want to tell you guys. And
It's not about bothering.
Yeah,
it's
no.
about a quirk.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe the way she yawns is or not even in pertaining to her person. Just something with the relationship.
Like she I used to eat pizza in a way that I would take off all the toppings, and I would.
It's so funny. I was going pizza, and I was going slicing the pizza or something.
But yeah, I would take off all the toppings, eat the sauce and the bread, and then eat the toppings. And that's just a weird thing I used to do. That could just be she separates her food. Milk before cereal.
She greets me every morning with gracias or something. Hola.
Sometimes she'll put on her makeup before her clothes, and she'll forget, and she'll have makeup smeared on her shirt or something. So
she'll rush me out the door and then have to go back for something she forgot.
she'll walk into a room and forget why she walked into the room, what she was trying to get.
Well, she was distracted.
By what?
Something in the room that is of the edible variety.
I thought that perhaps it was going to be her attempting to get into the room, and by the time she squeezes into the room, she done forgot. It's gone.
Oh, so what you're saying is the time it took. 5 minutes is the start of her entering the room, and then 5 minutes later, once she's actually in the room, she has forgotten. See, I think that's a little exaggerated, sir.
Why does his head look 3 times the size of her?
make fun of each other, and then she'll make fun of me. It's not like that. You understand? So, appreciate the super chat.
There's not a person in my life I haven't made fun of.
I couldn't imagine being in a relationship with somebody and not being able to make fun of them in any sort of way that you know that we're both joking about this dumb thing that you do.
And we're having fun with it.
Ew,
You like food item.
TV show, movie, song, band.
Yeah, that's trash. You got trash taste.
You prefer Henry Cavill over new Superman dude.
just in life, but also as a content creator. And I'm so happy to be with that person for the rest of my life. I'm also very grateful for my cat, Jasper, because
It's a
I have never.
muff and cat.
But it's his son. And it's his world. I don't think he would shed a tear if Jasper died tonight.
I think he would share performative tears for money. To be like,
Yes, no,
I
absolutely.
loved my cat.
Yeah. Jasper's gone, you guys.
Yes.
No, guys. we want a nice burial ground. Don't you guys want to see Jasper in a nice grave?
Guys, if we want to put the urn in the background, we need to hit the goal.
Jasper goal. I'm changing it today from Kitty Sacks to Jasper's Angels. No, wait.
We hit the goal. Jasper Kitty. Jasper Kitty.
100%.
1,000,000%.
Because it's not like the hamsters where they would chime in every now and then in the background and they weren't characters on this. Jasper is a character.
I'm going to tell you what it would be. It would be a picture in the background.
Oh.
He would have a Devoom with the cat, rest in peace, and he would have a new alert.
Oh.
Something about Jasper.
He would 100% have like a $20 alert. And he'd want people to hit it to see the Jasper.
It'd be one.
And
Somebody,
the first-
one of his dents would be like, I recorded one of the 3 times that he meowed, and here it is. So $25 gets you the Jasper meow.
And the first time it happened, he's gonna smile and say thank you and start crying. And that just makes me so happy. And that's the manipulation.
You guys loved him, and he's still with us.
And I am happy that I get to see the emote. Meaning, I want to see the emote even more, guys.
Yeah.
The alert.
I wish I could hear Jasper's voice one more time. Right now.
This is right when Jasper meow. Wait, maybe we can hear it, you guys. Hold on. And then he's silent for like 20 seconds, waiting for that $25 to hear that meowing. He's filled. And it sucks because you think we're exaggerating, but this is roughly
100%.
what he would do. Roughly.
he's an awesome pet. Many of you probably have seen him for the first time over the course of this last week. He always likes to jump on camera and get a little bit of the spotlight, and he's an awesome guy. Also, I just want to say I'm very grateful for my health because this year...
when he said health, he...
Brother.
My health? Oh, God.
Hasn't he talked about health issues?
Yes, he has 100% talked about health issues.
Cool.
My health issues. I'm glad for my health. Not my wife.
This wasn't even it's
a different, yes.
Yeah, he wasn't Jasper's health. Maybe he will.
Maybe.
in the best shape that I've been since I was in my 20s.
Huge, you guys. You guys don't understand. I've been eating protein pretzels. You dig?
Do you see the gun show? And it's the Weenie Hut Junior bump.
Legitimately.
And that's due to diet change. That's due to...
You eat fast food every other day for DSP tries it.
At least once a week. And on top of you guys going out, on top of your DoorDash. So you're eating out, and you're eating takeaway food at least 3 times.
Eyes.
Confirmed.
And frankly, it's due to you, because many of you who supported me over the course of this last year supported me so much, I was actually able to go buy exercise equipment that previously I wouldn't have had.
What exercise equipment?
It is a bench, an adjustable bench that costs like $70, and adjustable dumbbells,
which cost like $50, $60.
They can run up to $200
Yeah.
and fill as deep pockets as
Oh,
goes.
yeah, that's fair.
So he just
That's
sort from the highest to lowest on Amazon.
Not average review, not review.
No.
Price,
More
buddy.
money means more good.
It will
It
work.
will work.
You know, and because of that, here I am down to a body weight that I was at in my early 20s for the first time in over 20 to 25, years here. It's nuts. Okay. So I'm very grateful for that.
Why is his face so like it feels like there's fat there?
He is a very weird face.
And he's old.
I'm at 43 years old. I'm actually so fit, and that's awesome. Okay.
He does
Now,
not look so fit.
Yeah.
in regards to everything that's going on right now, obviously there's a few groups of people that I want to thank. First of all, I want to thank my longtime viewers and fans and supporters. All of you
You're welcome,
have
Phil.
been with me through thick and thin. You've seen me way up here. You've
Yes,
seen me down here.
I
And you've
have.
seen me go through all these waves
I
of
sure have.
popularity and then not being popular at all, being the most talked about Let's Player, being the most hated Let's Player, and anywhere in between. And you guys have been there for me.
How many people do you think have been there for all that time? You've got
Since
Jay,
day one.
You've got Derek, who you've kicked out begrudgingly.
He's such a nice guy in my chat.
There are
All the things with the little girls.
we ain't even talking.
It is what
I
it is.
I don't know nothing about that. Them little kids
And
or
I
whatever.
don't know nothing about this playlist.
or whatever.
I was just worried about how he's contributing in chat. Sir.
And supported me and allowed me to do
You
what I
call
love for this long.
Mute real quick.
We're back.
We're back.
Yes. It is one of our greatest bits.
Crazy.
We gotta do like a top 5 bits we've done. Cause it's Tanny. We gotta do some Darkness. I'm sorry, y'all. Is by far my favorite thing.
I have to stop myself from saying it 5 times an episode.
Now I don't know nothing about this, and then whatever's
or
next,
whatever.
it's so just dismissive. It's just like
I don't care. I don't know nothing about his darkness or whatever.
I'ma just get my Do you think Phil his 20 years
Yes.
as a job?
Yes. He will go until he literally cannot. And if there's going to be people like ICS who's just going to go under sock accounts and just throw him $400 just because, he will never go away.
I don't understand how he keeps getting a person. And again, back in the day, he would have like 4 to 6 people dropping good amount of money. I don't understand how he keeps getting 1 or 2 people to drop stupid amount of money.
Just King Tut coming around, dropping just $3,000. Just here you go.
Yeah, it's yours.
Just like, what? Who are you?
Have fun, Phil. You've given me such joy. So here's $3,000 in gifted subs or whatever. Bits. That bits war? Oh, he would kill Cat for those days.
To take
Both
this
of
journey
them.
and to do what I truly love. We all know
We're not even halfway
that I'm a
through
flawed
this
individual
video.
and I'm not perfect and I made a lot of mistakes along the way. I'm happy now that I'm at a point where I feel like it's all behind me. As I've been saying this week, forward.
Now, God, back on the menu, never left.
We're back already.
All that baggish is behind me.
Hey, can we check in on our boy real quick?
Is he like? Oh my God! Oh my God! What a terrible screenshot!
Oh yeah, that's real. What's up with them droop eyes?
Now I'd have gotten cooked with some screenshots,
There
but
it is.
ooh,
Already. Oh, he ain't even here yet.
50 minutes.
Why are you so late?
Where?
What are you doing? He's usually here by now.
Nah, that's ridiculous. He's literally playing WWE Champions right now. Maybe he's waiting for it
upward,
to
not
hit a certain
backward and
amount of
downward,
viewership.
looking behind at the things that are in my past, but not making those same mistakes and instead pushing forward
Going downwards is a faster
Positively.
trajectory. than
Okay.
going
I also
upwards.
obviously want to thank all of you who are newcomers, those who have discovered this channel over the course of the last several days,
Welcome
ever since I
home.
had the interview with Asmongold,
Hope
because
you've enjoyed the
obviously
home.
all of you are just flooding this
Welcome
channel with
home.
positivity, views,
Cheap.
likes, comments,
Flooding.
engagement, and support. Right now, this
support.
Mm-hmm.
I will never go ahead.
I wonder how he feels about, because he's bragging about getting legitimately over 9,000. There's a joke. New subscribers, but his views go up by 50. I wonder how that makes him feel.
That is a good question. I will never forgive Piece of Peace for going. Whatever's the most important in Phil's mind is the last thing he's gonna say. He
That's what
always
it is.
lists things in the order of importance. When it was about likes so he could get discoverability, it was the second most important thing behind support. And you can always
You can
engagement.
set your watch to
has
it.
been one of
and
the best weeks I've
support.
ever had as a creator.
And it will never change.
This is
All
the
thanks to
new
you
norm.
influxing with your positivity. For the first time in
Influxing? Is that a verb?
I don't think
a
influxing
long time,
is the
the
word.
positivity is outshining the negativity of the trolls who try to keep me down, downvote all my content, make the hateful content about.
Hey, downvoting your content still puts it in the algorithm because it's still engagement.
In what way does you getting a lot of money negate the people who are going, it ain't gonna last?
In the same way that someone will go, this is album of the year because it sold the most.
Is every dollar one troll felted, or what are we doing money to and likes versus people watching and thumbs down?
Every
and,
$25 is a mentally ill idiot weeping.
that you need a lot more. There's a lot of people out there.
There's the only truly mentally ill are the people that quote unquote harass Phil. If you're watching detractor content,
You're just gay. Hey, why is there just an apple in the background?
because Thanksgiving,
Correlation?
food.
Could it be any food?
It's an apple.
Could it just be a squash back there?
Squashes are part of Thanksgiving,
It could be.
as could apples.
Chicken sandwich on rye bread?
We had chicken last Thanksgiving, not the one that just passed, but the one
Not
before.
a chicken
You
sandwich.
could have made a sandwich out of the meat,
It'd be kind of excessive to.
but you could.
Yeah, I mean, you can make a sandwich out of almost anything if you put it between two slices of bread.
Yeah, including chicken.
You can make a cereal sandwich.
What is the loose pieces of food? Would that constitute a sandwich? Like if you threw 4 almonds in between bread, is it an almond sandwich?
It is. A sandwich is constituted as filling in between. I think it's not meat. I think it is. What is a sandwich?
Because peanut butter and jelly sandwiches are not meat, but they are a sandwich. I'm just trying to think how much material must go in between the bread for it to constitute a sandwich? With 2 almonds in the corners of the bread.
An item of food consisting of 2 pieces of bread with meat, cheese, or other fillings between them.
How
2
far?
almonds and bread is considered a sandwich.
But is it filling the bread? Because peanut butter fills the bread. Jelly fills
it
the bread.
says nothing about the quantity of fillings.
If you took a thimble of tuna fish, 2 pieces of bread, am I eating a tuna fish sandwich? I think there needs to be some coverage of the bread to constitute sandwich.
It says nothing about coverage.
That's not cool.
We're talking about definitions, not colloquial definitions. We're talking about pure hard facts. Oxford Dictionary.
This feels more like a filling thing than hard rules.
It's pornography. It is, you know it when you see it.
Yes.
So somebody will see 2 pieces of bread and somebody separates the bread and places 2 almonds opposite each other on the corners of the bread. And then reconstructs the bread on top of the other bread. And then they start chomping. And they go, this is a delicious sandwich. And then I'm just like, man, you just eat 2 almonds and bread.
I would feel insulted if someone told me what they were eating was a sandwich and I watched them construct it with 2 almonds in the corner. I would say you're insulting my intelligence of what constitutes a sandwich by doing this and saying I am eating a sandwich.
I wouldn't say nothing. I'm like, yo, you want me to comment on this, and I ain't gonna feed into your game. Whatever hidden camera you pulling, not today.
Trying to rage bait you.
Yeah. Oh, YouTube, Vine, or whatever, you TikTok, you trying to get on me? Nope, you eat that. How is it? It's crunchy sometimes. It's crunchy twice.
He eats the non-almond corners.
I'm saving that for later. A nice little treat.
I want the crunch.
Oh, I can't wait to get to them almonds.
Brother, man. Put more almonds on it. No. There's not a treat. There's layers to this sandwich. Nah, not falling for it.
I mean, instead, it's been overwhelmingly positive. Like I said yesterday, over 7,000 new subscribers on the channel and climbing still positive comments. Today, double attendance on a Pokemon stream on a
still
holiday.
Positive. Double.
Pause again. You said that it takes you a year to get 8,000 new subscribers. And those are going to be trolls subscribing in order to comment. And you've got nothing but an additional 150 people.
When people are busy. Thank you guys very, very much for giving me a chance. That's all I ever wanted. And now that I'm getting that chance, it seems like I can finally be the person I wanted to be for so.
It's crazy.
You got that chance and fumbled.
Big fumble. But it's crazy. He's just like, I only wanted a chance. But then you go to the King Snake stuff where he's just like, yeah, I just wanted the money.
Yeah. I just wanted your clout so I could build a new audience based off of it.
But an audience that is coming for drama but will not get that drama.
But will stay for me because now they like me as opposed to the drama I bring to the table.
But they didn't.
Not having to sit here and ask for contributions and be toxic and have goals. Instead,
y'all, this was 5 weeks ago.
He has to be live now.
or scrambled by your UAV, counter UAV, or heart. Get 10 kills with a needle drone or combat axe. And use your EMP tactical to EMP 10 enemy players. I don't think I've ever used an EMP. What's the reward for this? Let's see.
Did he just pick his nose?
No, he brought
what the
that
hell?
outside of
Adaptive discharge
Is
mod?
he trying to pick perks?
Conversion kit
Is
provides a
that a
faster fire rate
blending
with improved
game?
spread when fired on hip and shower. Slower fire rate with higher damage and ADS. I don't know why I would want
even
this.
see it. He's just reading it.
I don't. And then I'm going to continue with the
Who's
assault
sticking
rifle and
around
skewer
for
kills
this?
to get the Akita Akimbos. That's probably what I'll do tonight. And we'll go from there and see how it goes. And we'll see if we can unlock Fallout rewards tonight.
Why didn't you
Hopefully
decide
we'll
this in
unlock
this
Fallout
hour
rewards tonight. That would be
pre-stream?
pretty cool. Okay. I'll show you the screen when we're playing. I'm just looking right now, but I'll show you the screen in a minute when we start playing. Okay.
Why wouldn't you do it now?
Flatman, no
It's a
problem. You sent
click.
another $1 tip. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. No worries.
Hey, look at the look
All
at,
right.
look at the goals. Look at the tip.
All right,
Look
so
look all the
a
stuff
couple things
scrolling
before we
out.
begin tonight.
Scrolling.
Number one, earlier today was
What's a
my
couple things?
my
Look at that
beginning of my
goal.
year-end series, the most disappointing games of the year countdown. The countdown went well, except
Big.
I really goofed up with the way I did it. So I wanted to do a stream that half of the stream was the countdown and the second half was Pokemon. But apparently no one got the memo. What I mean by that is, people showed up for the countdown, and when the countdown ended, they were like, oh, okay, and they left. And the most of the regulars for Pokemon weren't there. There were 2 people who were regulars who supported, but a lot of other people who usually show up for Pokemon weren't there. They weren't under the impression I was playing Pokemon today. And it sucked because I did major things. I actually finished up the story of the DLC, and we went back.
Hey Phil, here's his post. My disappointing games countdown is live.
We
Enjoy.
got Zygarde.
No Pokemon.
Nothing about
2 of the major
Pokemon.
things people have been waiting for happened, and a lot of the Pokemon viewers weren't there. So that sucks. I guess I blew it there. Okay, that's number one. So what I'm going to do
What?
is
Money,
next time
cash.
for the year-end series, I'm just going to do everything together.
Next
So
time.
what I mean by that is rather than it be me doing a stream that I split, I'm not going to split the stream anymore. I'm just going to do all the stream together. So that means that essentially the next time that I do it, I'm trying to think when that would be, probably 2 weeks, I'm thinking. It's going to be...
Who could possibly watch this and find enjoyment out of it?
Who could possibly go on the 8th? Great. Most disappointing games. And then on the 23rd, you get the best game of the year and the best DSP tries it of the year. When he could just do it anytime.
year-end series. So it'll be the Game of the Year awards and the countdown of the best DSP tries-its all in one stream. I don't know if it'll be a day stream or a night stream.
Who could possibly?
This was really good. It was flavorful. It was juicy. I just described 80%.
We'll figure
of
that out.
stream.
But that's how I'm going to do it. So that way there's no confusion. And we don't have people, saying, oh, this isn't what I thought it was and dipping.
No,
And the next thing you know, the
begging.
stream kind of didn't go so well because I guess I goofed, right? I'll take the blame for that, even though I really did try to
Let's hear
convey
it.
to everyone that we were doing that today. Not a lot of people seem to get the memo. So basically, we did okay on the first stream, but we didn't do great. Tonight for Call of Duty, if you guys like Call of Duty, please support it. All right, I know a lot of you like it. We brought it back. I'm doing better now with this new
Please.
setup. So hopefully we'll have a good night of content tonight that you guys will
He's doing
enjoy.
good, so
And I hope
give
that you
me
will
money.
support it if
Yep,
you can.
Of course.
Let's have a great night of Call of Duty if possible.
I hope
Hopefully, to help make up for the fact that I goofed earlier. Okay, I'm going to turn off all the lights now.
in order to make up
Yeah.
for my mistake, you give me money.
What's the problem?
It's only a
Who
solution.
could?
Yeah.
Who?
Get
Dude.
set up over here. So as you will see, here we are. But what I need to do, I need to set up a couple things. I need to make it so that I can hear the audio through my headphones. And it'll be surround sound.
How
Hold
did
on a second here while I do
late?
that.
How is this not?
He was late.
How was
Why weren't you doing this?
How is this possible? How is this possible?
There we go. And I already have the
Oh,
surround
I see
sound effects
I see
on. So let's
somebody
see.
paid up. Oh, somebody. I saw Whale or somebody go live.
I appreciate that. $5 super sticker and says, how's it going?
Oh, it's the $5.
It's been going pretty good recently, I would say. Crap.
Oh, that's it.
This is the Fallout
yeah,
font.
that's
I'm going to
not
use the
bad.
Fallout font tonight in honor of it being a tie-in with Fallout. Here we go. Why not, right?
Why didn't you do this earlier?
Cool.
Fall Gal. How is this funny?
Alex is coming out this summer, says Jade. Okay, so he's not out yet.
It
So, man,
made it 8 times funnier, Gore. What's the joke? Yeah, look, see right here. Fall Gal. How's this funny? What's the joke?
Just chill. Just have a
He
great time.
sucks.
Today's Pokemon stream was such a delight because we just had fun together. That's what it was all about. It didn't matter about anything else, and it was a great time. Okay, so thank you to
Yeah,
anyone
only the fun.
who has come by and give
Except
me
the
a chance.
support.
Yeah.
But also, I got to give, obviously, a huge thank you and shout out to Asmongold. Because if it wasn't for him giving me a chance
Asmongold.
to actually talk
My
about
boy.
all the things people
Our
say
God.
about me and tell you my side of the story,
My
but then also
bestie.
to show
Pause. But you got that with the side scrollers and you lied.
Yep. And then when they said you lied, you went, who cares?
I gave you an answer.
You just didn't like it. No, the answer was a lie. But it was an answer.
You've
No.
gotten these chances.
that I'm human.
before.
To actually have meaningful conversation about games instead of drama. To actually have
The game stuff was the most boring.
Couldn't even listen to it. Refused.
The most boring.
Refused. I don't need to hear Phil filibuster about video games when
a
it's
little bit of
knowledge.
interaction with a big
expert.
creator who was like, that was a good conversation. And then invited me on his podcast in the future. I mean, that's amazing. And so many people this
How's
week
that
have said,
going,
because
Phil?
Asmongold gave you that break, we now know about you. We now can find you on YouTube and we want to be a part of your journey. And that's amazing. I mean, what did he get?
What kind of absolute slur would be like, I want to be part of your journey?
That sounds like ChatGPT bullshit. Does it? I'm writing a book. I can't wait to be part of your
A couple
journey
videos?
as you.
So I'm so grateful that he allowed that to happen. He definitely didn't have to. That's amazing. I mean, what did he get out of it?
Burp?
A couple videos. So I'm so grateful that he allowed that to happen. He definitely didn't have to. I mean, I said it
Yup.
yesterday.
And he. I just want to give the
I'm so
biggest
happy.
thank. I can't believe I got.
Jasper the cat was a great cat. He was all
Guys, I can't believe I have to tell you this, but my wife is leaving.
He get out of it. A couple videos. So I'm so grateful that he allowed that to happen. He definitely.
That he I can't believe your big segment for your thanks of has been couldn't hold it in. Not a
Didn't have
second
to.
more.
I mean, I said it yesterday too. I don't know. Maybe he had a vision in his sleep. Maybe an angel came down from the sky and talked.
You asked him to interview you.
Talked to him in his bedroom
he
and said,
said
dude,
yes.
just do this. I don't know what it is, but I am so grateful. I really am. Asmin, if you see this, which I don't know if he will, I just want you to understand what you did for me. And I really, really appreciate you. You did a really good thing.
This is so
He got a better thing than his wife.
legitimate.
What
Despite
are you
what all
doing?
people on the internet say about creators, and Asmin too is not immune to criticism and people saying awful things about him. This is one case where he didn't have to do anything And he went out of his way to actually do me a solid. And that solid now has actually significantly turned my business and my life around in a positive way. And I hope he knows that. So thank you, Asmongold. And then lastly, I want to thank God for giving me a second chance, because I was down.
Oh, Lord God Almighty.
This is like your 5th chance, first off. Second off, God ain't doing this for... So, what about all them hard times with that God shitting on you? It's always thanks to God, but never you, God, when you down and out.
Down in my luck and
Where
down
you
in the dumps
at?
for a while. And I've been on the up and up for the last year and a half. And now this happening has just been like the crazy boost and icing on the cake that...
There's no way. There's no conceivable way. Those are restrests in the shape of bread on his table.
Yes.
I
A croissant.
No. No.
That croissant
Incorrect.
was given to him
Nope.
by one
Nope.
Catherine Saint Bernal.
Oh, she
It was
was
a gift.
disappointed when it wasn't.
And she bought it for other reasons. And
Yes.
yeah, she's like,
No fool, Phil. Gift.
he has replaced it
How could you not?
with one of his 9 other wrist rests.
How is your wrist so jacked? You're gonna need times where you need the firm one and the soft one and the sweaty one
It's
and
a
the
firm day today. That's where here we go. I know. Call of Duty. I gotta bring out old Trusty.
was already
I
good.
hate this, man.
And now it's like, are you kidding? It's kind of like 10 years of bad things happening, and now all of a sudden in the last 1 or 2 years, so many good things happening. A lot of people call it karma, but I was raised Roman.
What the
A lot of people call it.
Why do you need to say the entire name of the religion in which you were raised?
Because he holds it in such high regard that he only follows the tenets of it when he wants, and only the ones that he wants. But he can sing its praises when things go good. But
2 years,
like
so
you
many
said,
good
doesn't
things
ride
happening.
it when things
A lot
go
of people
bad.
call it karma, but I was raised Roman Catholic. So
Welcome.
I just got to say thank you, God, for this, because I never expected it. I thought that for the rest of my life, I was just going to be the whipping
all
boy of the
him.
internet.
The big
I was
man
just going to be the guy
upstairs.
that was talked down to and was the butt of the joke, and that no one wanted to watch my content or take it seriously. And within a few days, all of that has changed.
He said his
All of
greatest-
the detractors fell off the edge of the earth. Our flat earth. They're all gone.
because
Everything has changed.
God has smited them, and now they're crying tears for 40 days and 40 nights, and other biblical stories I can tie into this to make me feel clever.
They're done. They're dead.
Thank you.
All of them.
Everyone, all around, I wish you all
Thank you, God.
I just want to thank our Lord and Savior. What are you doing?
the most
Choke that
enjoyable,
off.
positive, safe, fun, heartwarming Thanksgiving that you could ever have. And I can't wait for the journey ahead. Everyone, happy Thanksgiving. I'll see you soon.
Oh, dude.
Got the drip.
Oh, dude.
It's over. It's over.
The joy that he had.
Because it was the new status quo. It was the forever times. We're done with the bad. Now we're in the good place now.
Everything has changed. And now people see me differently. Nothing will ever be bad like that again.
Because you guys gave me like $4,000 one day.
It was I'm the most popular dude on YouTube. The bad times. And now post Asmon, I'm back to them. I'm in the double my attendance. 332 people.
Don't do that.
I'm winning.
I'm on the
This
turn.
muff ain't hitting 160 right if you go right now. Right now.
Right now.
He ain't hitting 160. 168.
170 is what you were looking for.
Dang.
Big ups. Big
Got me.
cooked.
He
Phil
got
cooked you.
me.
Felt it.
God has smited me.
And now
I'm
you're
smoked.
Just this big impassioned speech.
Tiny Bert.
And I just, it's almost a whisper of a bird.
Oh boy.
So Ruby this Saturday then.
Oh boy. Ew.
Ew. Oh, that's not a good plan. But Ruby this Saturday.
Oh man.
Yeah. Big ups.
Oh man.
Sayonara.
Ugh.
Yeah, stop coming to these.
Yeah. Nah, y'all got Phil. Y'all don't need a wee woo. That's your wee woo. They done already. The weed done already wooed. They gone. It's Turt and meme watching right now. That's it.
Baby Ruby, like 3 weeks later. Well, good, just in the comments, I'm only here for the field. I don't know nothing about this.
This Black Clover, nothing, whatever.
Oh yeah. Let's get out of here.
Sleep. I'm tired.
Yeah, it's almost 11, dude.
Man.
We do not record this late, y'all. Phil just took over the soul because we gotta push it back.
We ain't gotta, but
We gotta.
man.
There's your wee woo.
Oh yeah. Actual wee woo.